This is the producer. I'm getting sick of this. You old geezers better make a good podcast today. I swear, if this isn't a good one, I'm gonna fire all your sorry, nasty, crusty old geezer butts.
I may be old, but I'm still a gamer. Playing since the days of Pong and Space Invaders. Not as quick as I used to be, but my thumbs still move like lightning, you'll see. I'm a geezer gamer, don't forget. I beat you at any game, don't you fret. My reflexes may be slower than before, but my skills are just as hardcore.
Not as strong as they used to be. Cracks of thunder like in their knees. They take breaks from gaming just to pee. Their jokes and rants are just grisly.
I remember Mario was a pixelated sprite, and Doom was a game that gave me a fright. I've seen it all, from the carts to the disc, and my doctor says it's a real health risk. I may not have the time to game all day, but when I do, I make it count in every way. I'll take any challenge, any boss you need, and when I win, I give a shout out to my old gaming posse.
They're a sneeze away from a heart attack. They dance, but then they throw out their backs. When they teabag, they lean on their canes. Just for geezers who like to rant and complain.
This is the producer. Guys, that's pretty fire. I gotta admit, that's pretty good. This is the kind of stuff I need you guys to do. So let's do a little bit more of that. Okay, keep going, keep going.
Don't you underestimate this old geezer. I may be past my prime, but I am still a gamer. And when it comes to gaming, I will never retire. Cause this geezer gamer sets your soul on fire.
This is the producer. I'm getting sick of this. You old geezers better make a good podcast today. I swear, if this isn't a good one, I'm gonna fire all your sorry, nasty, crusty old geezer butts.
I may be old, but I'm still a gamer. Playing since the days of Pong and Space Invaders. Not as quick as I used to be, but my thumbs still move like lightning, you'll see. I'm a geezer gamer, don't forget. I beat you at any game, don't you fret. My reflexes may be slower than before, but my skills are just as hardcore.
Not as strong as they used to be. Cracks of thunder like in their knees. They take breaks from gaming just to pee. Their jokes and rants are just grisly.
I remember Mario was a pixelated sprite, and Doom was a game that gave me a fright. I've seen it all, from the carts to the disc, and my doctor says it's a real health risk. I may not have the time to game all day, but when I do, I make it count in every way. I'll take any challenge, any boss you need, and when I win, I give a shout out to my old gaming posse.
They're a sneeze away from a heart attack. They dance, but then they throw out their backs. When they teabag, they lean on their canes. Just for geezers who like to rant and complain.
This is the producer. Guys, that's pretty fire. I gotta admit, that's pretty good. This is the kind of stuff I need you guys to do. So let's do a little bit more of that. Okay, keep going, keep going.
Don't you underestimate this old geezer. I may be past my prime, but I am still a gamer. And when it comes to gaming, I will never retire. Cause this geezer gamer sets your soul on fire.
This is the producer. I'm getting sick of this. You old geezers better make a good podcast today. I swear, if this isn't a good one, I'm gonna fire all your sorry, nasty, crusty old geezer butts.
I may be old, but I'm still a gamer. Playing since the days of Pong and Space Invaders. Not as quick as I used to be, but my thumbs still move like lightning, you'll see. I'm a geezer gamer, don't forget. I beat you at any game, don't you fret. My reflexes may be slower than before, but my skills are just as hardcore.
Not as strong as they used to be. Cracks of thunder like in their knees. They take breaks from gaming just to pee. Their jokes and rants are just grisly.
remember Mario was a pixelated sprite, and Doom was a game that gave me a fright. I've seen it all, from the carts to the disc, and my doctor says it's a real health risk. I may not have the time to game all day, but when I do, I make it count in every way. I'll take any challenge, any boss you need, and when I win, I give a shout out to my old gaming posse.
They're a sneeze away from a heart attack. They dance, but then they throw out their backs. When they teabag, they lean on their canes. Just for geezers who like to rant and complain.
This is the producer. Guys, that's pretty fire. I gotta admit, that's pretty good. This is the kind of stuff I need you guys to do. So let's do a little bit more of that, okay?
Game Geezin.
Hey everybody, welcome to Game Geezin, your source of weekly game news, brought to you by the greatest of AI proclaimed seasoned gamers. Steve, Daimlos, Nathan, and sometimes myself. As usual, we're going to start you all out with some sweet and savory gaming news. Daimlos, take it away.
All right.
Oh, that's it. We're moving on. All right, next section.
Well,
Anyway.
We bring you the latest and greatest in the world of gaming. Except for that time, Jim accidentally reported on the 1983 Atari crash. But fear not, because we've got our fingers on the pulse of the gaming industry. Even if we're getting a little old and our pulse is getting a little weak. So sit back, grab your controller, and get ready for a ride that's more thrilling than trying to find a good game on Steam's front page. Let's get started.
all right, here we are on Game News. All your favorite game news things coming at you of the week. All right, first topic. We've got a new thing coming out with the Nintendo Switch. You know, we're a pro Switch other than Dave here. So we really like to talk about Nintendo Switch products. First product, they announced some new sunglasses that have come out that you're going to be able to kind of VR with. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that is pretty
cool. I did not know that.
Is it a Nintendo license? Like it's like their thing, or is this some kind of third-party item?
No, it's not by Nintendo. It's by a third party. But I did watch a reputable YouTuber review it, and he said it really was exactly as advertised.
Was it by chance beat 'em ups?
No, it was that long-haired guy. I don't know his name, but his videos always show up in my feed.
Does he sound like he's Australian?
Yeah, maybe.
He's
Yeah.
He
Might be beat 'em ups.
Aren't they all?
Is that him? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the same video, I believe. He said it was cool.
Yeah. So that guy's usually pretty honest about it. So if he said it was cool,
Yeah.
I believe it's cool. But yeah, like apparently, like you put on these glasses, and it doesn't come with two, so you can like two player and both have like.
I think it's just one. I think it's
You
just
can
one.
buy multiple though.
Oh, you can buy
Are you
another
saying
one.
it's
Okay.
VR?
No,
Basically
it's not.
VR in your
It's not
sunglasses.
VR.
It's not
more
VR.
like a projection screen.
Yeah,
in your
it's
eyes.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
and you can put them on, and it just basically makes all your vision a screen, basically. So it's like
Yeah.
having I don't remember the number, but like
So it would fix my problem with the Switch.
It's like playing in a movie theater.
yeah,
That's pretty nice. I like that.
and it's
Yeah.
portable, right?
Yeah,
What's pricing
Yep.
look on it? Any idea?
they're
No
expensive.
idea.
I looked them up. I went to their I don't remember if it was a Kickstarter page or not, but they're equivalent to that. And I mean, they're reasonable for what they are, but they're expensive.
We talking like
not gonna rent it
PSVR
cheap.
2 price?
No, cheaper than.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean that's not too bad.
Because this isn't VR. It's just like
It's like a
projection
big screen.
lens. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice. That's
But
nice.
apparently they work really well and they feel right, which I've heard some products similar, like just it doesn't feel good on your face, so it's like it kind of sucks.
Or it doesn't look good is another common problem with that kind of technology. Sometimes it looks like blurry, or it's like
Right.
yeah.
I like the idea of it because that's kind of my
That's your beef
hiccup.
with the
I
Switch.
have. Yeah, that's one of the problems I have. So that's kind of nice. I wouldn't mind trying that.
yeah.
Do any of you do VR at all?
I have one.
Oh yeah, I have one. We all have one.
Yeah, I have.
one.
I don't have one,
Yeah.
so I'm living off you guys.
Look, it's novelty for me.
Yeah, it's not.
It's novelty all the way. But that being said,
There are some experiences definitely worth
it's
doing
a
if you haven't
crazy
done them.
experience in it for sure. To put it on, even just the little place it starts you at, it's kind of cool to at least. I don't know that I'd spend. If I could go back, I maybe wouldn't have done it, but it's a cool experience.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
I'll
going to
just-
get the treadmill when it comes out?
No.
No.
I think that could be cool.
What? The
Are we
treadmill?
talking? Are we talking like
Oh, you're talking
Ready
about the
Player One
VR?
treadmill?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
where you can
for
walk
VR.
around and all that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd
I
be
saw
cool.
it. It's coming to the peoples. It's
If I was rich,
Here's the
sure.
deal,
it's getting
guys.
cheaper.
It's gonna be
It's going to
expensive,
get
man.
affordable. It's going to be awesome.
Game geezers can't afford that.
Here's the other thing.
We're
gonna
gonna need
break
it.
a hip.
We're
gonna be
old
breaking
and
hips.
decrepit. We're going to need to exercise in our video games because we're
That's
certainly not
true.
getting exercise now.
Well, there's a problem with it, though, in my opinion.
What's that?
When I play video games, I don't want to exercise. That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
saying?
you know what?
That's the mindset you got to get out of, buddy. We got to get
and
healthy.
it's a problem. It's a problem for people like
Like me.
me and Nathan, I guess. But dude, you play so many games for so long.
You seen
You
those
get up
nipple
and then you
lasers?
go and do something. You're like, man, I am out of shape.
Yeah. When you start noticing, first you're like, why does my stomach have a big mark on it? And then you realize it's from the desk.
Yeah,
Your belly
you go,
was-
You go 10 steps and you're doubled over. You're like, oh god, hold on, give me a second.
Eventually, you get to the point where it's your underwear that's cutting you off your circulation to the bottom of your legs.
What's interesting, by the way, about being a gamer and getting bigger is that, like, what was unexpected for me was that, like, your spirit doesn't get fat, right?
Correct.
Only your body gets fat. So your spirit is like, oh, yeah, I can do that. And then you try it and you're like, why can't I do this?
And then you're like, I could do that, no problem. And everybody else is watching you like, what, dude? You're gonna hurt yourself.
I expected my
I-
spirit to get fat with me. It didn't. My spirit is still thin. So
I wouldn't mind to expend physical energy for real playing games. If and when VR gets to the point to where when I go into the VR, my brain 100%
It's like synced.
is synced.
Like
Yeah.
swing your
yes.
arm. You swing your arm. You swing your sword.
We're getting pretty close.
You run. You
To
run.
where there
yeah,
is,
I mean,
to
that'd
where
be cool.
to where it almost feels like there isn't a doubt in my mind that I'm really just playing a game standing in my living room.
It's like you're on.
know what I mean?
It's like you're on. What's that? Sword Art Online type thing.
yeah, we're getting
Exactly.
closer, but we still got a long way to go before we get to that point, obviously. But
Yeah, until then, I'm not down.
yeah.
That works too, though. Sword Art Online, something like that. Because then you're just laying there not eating if you spend a ton
In
of time
that
on it.
in that hypothetical scenario, if that's how it worked, sure.
Yeah, that would work too.
I
That's all
love
I'm
that
saying.
show. Nathan and
For
I have
weight
talked
loss.
about that ad nauseum. I love that show so much. It's a guilty pleasure.
Hey, I love it too. The last season was awesome.
But we got to get to this juicy bit, Damos. Get this juicy bit.
Sorry. I forgot I'm running it and keeping the thing along. All right. So this one is definitely near and dear to my heart. And this one I just saw not too long ago. If you saw this, what is it called? Clip this.
Teenage.
Yeah. So Last Ronin, thank you. So Last Ronin is looking to get a video game. How crazy is that?
I know, dude.
But we're like 2 years off of that shit, but it could be really good. I don't play games like this often. It's going to be kind of action adventure.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily, I'm not good at being fast on the controllers.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't
So-
look into it.
so-
What kind of game is it?
Yeah, let me explain it just without
Leave it
no
now, yeah.
spoilers. No spoilers, okay? Because that's part of the charm, okay? It's in the future where the Ninja Turtles are dead. Splinter and them got overrun by the foot soldiers. Only one of the Ninja Turtles, I'm not going to tell you who, because that's part of the beauty of the story, survives. And since he doesn't have his colored bandana, you spend the first part of the story, you don't even know which one it is. You're trying to
It's
guess.
clearly going to be Raphael.
He
That-
carries all of his brother's weapons too, so you don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
which one it is right off the bat.
And it's just
it
like
does reveal at the very end of the first comic if you go by it.
it's almost as if
I
Teenage
love
Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon, okay, because the comics have always been a little darker, but like
Yeah,
it's almost as if it grew up with you, and this is the kind of story you would enjoy now as an old gaming.
Well, I
geezer.
mean, if you always read the comic books, you knew that they were
Yeah,
dark and
yeah.
gritty. Like that was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
point.
Right.
Like
Just
the
just give me
80s
something
show made
different.
it kids friendly, but
But there's
comic was always dark.
You can get it's a quick, easy read. You can get The Last Ronin as a graphic novel with all the issues together, and it's
that's
a
nice.
great story. But if you'd
It's only
rather,
5 books if you get them
Yeah.
individually.
yeah. So
I've just been dying with everything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It seems so awful nowadays.
this is not now the
so
game.
that's exciting news.
I have a good feeling
I mean,
for the game.
outside the comics, I agree with you.
Yeah. Outside that.
But I'm
it's-
hoping that this is going to be that first time in the Ninja Turtles franchise where somebody's taking it and giving it like real care instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
just
finally
like let's make a
expanding on it
crappy
the way it
another
should
video
be.
game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And they're talking. They're referencing God of War as like kind of the gameplay style.
Which I like that.
Feels like it'll fit with the story really well for it to be like that.
Could be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. That's probably the
excited.
biggest
Very
news this week, honestly.
Yeah, especially to my heart. I totally agree with you on that. But we've got more news, so I'm going to move this along.
Oh.
This is a new one to me. Persona 5, which again I still have not played.
It's a good game.
It's going to be a mobile game. What the fuck is this?
Okay, so let me tell you guys about this. This actually made me mad.
This is
It really did.
This
It does
is bullcrap.
because I'm one of those mobile game haters, like most of us probably.
Unless you like Raid Shadow Legends.
What did they actually call
playing
this
it
game?
right now, sorry.
Persona 5: The Phantom X. All right, so this is called. And it's only for mobile. And basically, it's like the same.
Only mobile?
Yeah, it's only mobile, and it's coming out. And it, from what I understand, it's only mobile.
Is it Gotcha?
I don't know yet because they just announced a trailer. They just showed a trailer for it. But what it is, it's like Persona 5, like that world that you've already explored and know if you've played the game. And it's a whole different cast of characters, and it's like a full-on JRPG with turn-based combat, just like Persona 5. But it's like a whole nother storyline with all these different characters also happening in Shibuya and stuff.
Well, that's
So
right.
I'm like, man, it's so lame.
But it's on mobile.
I know. It's so lame that it's on mobile. Like, port that to the Switch or something. Like, you can tell just by watching the trailer, this is a game that could have been made for a console and played with a controller for sure.
It looks like a console game.
Yeah,
you know,
it looks like Persona 5.
Yeah, it looks great. The graphics are good. So let me ask you this: is this happening actually because, not for nefarious reasons, but because in Japan it's more accessible and that just is more acceptable in Japan and they have less of an issue with it than we do? Is that what's really happening?
I don't know.
It's a solid
I don't
point.
know.
I feel like that is why.
Well, mobile
They
games
make-
are really popular in Japan too.
They are, but I'm concerned. Anytime I hear mobile gaming, man, I just get so concerned with the money aspect.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like Diablo 4.
It is?
How are you going to whale Persona?
I'm just kidding, but Diablo 4 has it might as well be a mobile game.
Summons,
with
man.
how its
You're gonna have to
monetization
pay
and
to try to
stuff.
get the summons.
Well, let's go ahead and move that section.
what?
We got something to talk about Diablo 4. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way.
All right.
Let's do it.
Perfect transition into
You
Diablo
NVIDIA
4. So,
losers.
yeah, right. Well, excuse me. It turns out these motherfuckers are trying to break my computer and make me buy a new computer. This is like
Come to my side.
now this is like right there with Apple slowing down their phones, so you have to buy a new phone. It's the same shit. They're making us test games and then they're blowing up our machines and not paying for them. This is crazy. So if you haven't heard, Diablo 4 has blown up some NVIDIA graphic cards out there. Specifically, if you are rocking a TI 3080, right? Am I right on that, Nathan?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
At
if
least
you're
it's not
rocking
the
that
new
thing,
stuff.
that's what I have. That's the card that I've got rocking right now. So I'm out on Diablo 4. Sorry, fix that shit before I'm playing you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not playing it then because
What's going to happen is they're
ruin
going to
me.
fix it. They're going to fix it. Then it's going to be the 3090s that start blowing up.
Yeah, probably.
Nah.
But what a weird game to break GPUs. Also, like,
Is
And are they really not gonna
through-
pay for 'em?
Here's what I've noticed.
It's because of Diablo.
Does it say NVIDIA on it or does it say AMD? You know, I feel like any time because I have AMD, right? I feel like anytime it says that, the game plays like crap on it. for some reason, anytime I play a game where it's like my graphics card is on the label, it's a garbage game experience.
Yeah, Nvidia gets all the good contracts, in my opinion. It's very rare that a game that like Radeon gets to be on the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Nvidia. Like it usually does say Nvidia. But that's because they got the bigger money. I most likely, I would assume. But yeah, that's probably why you feel that way. Is it's just Nvidia gets the big games and Radeon doesn't.
Nvidia's gonna hurt. We'll talk about this another time.
Yeah, and I'm not a fanboy of either. I don't give a crap. By the way,
I don't either. It's all about performance and cost per performance for me.
Me too. That's exactly what it is.
Whatever. They made me a lot of money in the adult.
And
stock
the
market.
adult what?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I was going to say the adult gambling place, but it's the stock market.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
see.
they made me a lot of money in the adult film. I meant,
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm not good with words today.
when the adult rug carpet floor.
In the let's just say in the moist category.
You guys are
All
good.
right.
Anyway, all right. So on to Throne and Liberty, as our friend Drac calls it, Hills and Tribes. Turns out they're putting out a release date without also putting out a release date. So
Yeah.
if you've not read this,
Love that.
where they announced that they were going to release, but it was at the end of the year. So, I guess we're going to wait a little bit longer for that. Is anyone looking to play Hills and Tribes? Trills and Hibes.
Shame on the actual like media, by the way, because like a lot of the titles for this were like Throne and Liberty sets a firm release date. Like, dude, that's not a firm release date to be like
That's
sometime
a
at the end of
clickbait.
the year-ish. Like, that's not a firm release date.
Be honest with me, guys. Other than just for a little bit, are you guys really ever like does NC Soft usually release anything that you're really
That's what I'm
ever,
saying. That's what I was just thinking.
excited about?
Well,
That's what I was just thinking.
I mean, they did Guild Wars 2.
look,
They've
dude,
let me down multiple
Just threw up
times
in my
enough to
mouth.
where I'm now when that game comes out, I'm like, eh.
well, listen, guys.
They made a Mesmer. They made the Mesmer class. That's what they did.
Okay, let me put it this way. Let me do an analogy here of what it's like to be an MMORPG gamer right now. If you were a dude and you hadn't even so much as whiffed a woman in,
Oh, jeez.
in the
Whiffed?
last 20 years.
We're going there.
You know what I'm saying?
We're
Like
going there.
you hadn't even a woman hasn't even talked to you in 20 years. You know what I mean?
You haven't even got to take a whiff.
You're still
Like you're in my head, Nathan. That's my life right there.
Yeah, that's how he makes that money, buddy.
And you're
talking about
you've
us,
been,
man.
You've been living off of the memory of a woman 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
Okay?
Doing that, yeah, okay.
And then finally somebody says, a woman is like, hey, I'm coming over and we're gonna get it on, okay?
That's NC Soft.
Get your Mesmer ready.
And you're just excited. You don't even know what she looks like. You don't know her personality.
jeez.
You're just at that point. Now, that's what it's like to be an MMO gamer right now. So I'm excited, okay?
About Throne and
Yeah,
Liberty.
to me, it's a little different because to me, it's like, you keep swiping right or left, whatever, I don't know, and then you meet up, and it turns out you're getting catfished every time.
Yeah, dude, that's what it is like. It's like you're getting catfished every time.
We're getting catfished.
We're getting catfished every time.
MMO
again,
catfish. MMO
every game.
catfish.
It's hard, and God, please, something come soon, but it's getting rough because these games get released and all this news and we see everything. We're like, oh man, I cannot wait to play this. For the last 10 years, it's been like this. And then you play it and you're like, this is not the game they said it was.
Yeah, you're like, this is not the same game in the profile picture.
Yeah, not
Like
not
that
the same
time
game.
where you took a piss and then used it and filled a vial with it and then spit it onto a monster and called that magic. Get out of here,
Yeah.
MMOs.
Hey. Listen, that's not the only magic in that game right now. You can also
Yes,
teleport.
it is.
You can teleport using your
Ooh.
Ember Stone. What about that?
Daimlos, we are with you.
I know.
We'll see who gets the last
I just had to
laugh.
give Nathan a hard time. It's a good. I'm sure it's a good game.
It is a good
Get
game.
some fucking magic and then I'll play it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's coming.
Hey,
It's coming.
I got to
Gotta
bring
whip
this up.
that.
They nailed it. They've got the dollar. NC Soft has the dollar bill on the fishing pole. They're just
I don't know if Hills and
yanking it in
Tribes
front of us.
/ Throne and Liberty comes out before Embers Adrift has magic. I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
Upset.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Have you guys heard of the new MMO coming out, Stones and Bones?
Yeah, that's
Man, we're just
if I'm
making
not
shit up at
mistaken,
this
that's,
point.
Yeah, because that's about as good as anything's going to be anyway.
Well, maybe we should start a Kickstarter and try to get an MMO going for us.
Stones and
Game
Bones
Geezin,
Online
the
is coming
MMO.
2025.
2029.
Play from all your favorite geezers.
Stones and Bones Online.
Yeah, we could advertise right on the. We could advertise it like tens of players.
Tens and tens.
At least 4.
Well, they only get to pick from the 4 of us. Like, we're the only avatars in the whole game.
Yeah, with the-
We're actually going to play the NPCs. Yeah.
yeah, we're the
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a good idea.
I like
We could,
that.
this could actually be a spin-off of when we were of the YouTube stream, the movie of
Yeah,
the YouTube
there we
stream.
go.
that
There we
did.
go.
Mm.
All right.
in
Well,
the
it
same
sounds like this
universe.
is about to get taken off of
Yeah, well, you better
Steam.
take control.
Yeah, this is getting this whole MMO thing is getting taken off of Steam like
Yeah,
certain Dark and Darker.
Oh snap!
Somebody's
Explain
in
this.
trouble.
Explain this.
Yeah, let's talk about this because we were doing the MMO Tourist show and it won, I think, right? And it went on the will. I think it won.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Did it?
that's what
Wait,
happened.
no,
Yeah,
lost.
it didn't win for the next one. But
No, I mean
Oh,
it
okay,
didn't land
okay.
on it, but it got put on the will, and we just knew it was on Steam, but we thought it was because like, oh, it must have been in beta. So why is it really not available? Let's hear the true story.
So, from what I understand, their developers worked for another company at one point and were releasing a game there. And of course, as games do, they tend to go away. And so they decided to go out on their own. These developers like fuck
Oh man.
evil corporation gamers that are trying to make us put out a bunch of shit that we don't want to put out. So we're going to band together and make this new game, Dark and Darker. There's only like 20 of them, so it's like super ragtag. But then this company that they used to work for was like, haha, cease and desist time. You have stolen code from us. And so that's where we're at right now. We don't know.
They gotta
haven't
know
been-
better than that, though, man.
wait a minute.
You would think, but
That's
big
rough.
corporate.
Hold on a second.
I think they're in Korea. Is that right? At Korea or Japan?
They need
somewhere.
to go watch. They need to watch that Pied Piper. That show.
That's
that
what I
on
was just going
HBO.
to say, dude. This is the same storyline as
Yeah.
Silicon Valley.
Yep. Yep. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Dude, I bet you it turns out that the CEO of the old company is Gavin Belson. I bet you money.
Guaranteed.
That's what he's doing now.
That's a great show, by the way.
So wait a minute.
Anyway,
Wait a minute. Do you guys think they really did do it, or you think that the companies?
Oh, I think they did it.
Well, what about
No.
the other angle? Because I'm thinking maybe that it's just the company pissed that they left them and went.
But they
and
wrote part of the code on the old company's computer, so it
But
makes
here's
it
the
their
thing. That's
intellectual
just it.
property.
But that's the reality. If they
Just like
came
in
up
Silicon
like under
Valley.
contract, if they came up with anything they used in this game for the other game that they were working for that company, it's against the law.
Yeah, even if it's Geppetto's middle finger.
It's kind of crazy.
Dang, guys, I got bad news then. I'm going to go ahead and
we about to
reserve
get
the
this?
rights to that MMO idea then because it was happening on it was on my channel. So that MMO idea
so
we
now
just
you're
came
gonna
up
get
with.
all the money
Stones
for-
and Bones Online.
Stones and Bones
Stones
MMO.
and Bones
Sorry.
Online, my man.
I'm taking Stones and Bones. It's mine now.
Dang it!
Oh God, here we go. All right.
Dude. Yeah.
I gotta stop coming up with ideas on this channel.
All right, fine. What's going on with Redfall? Who's got this one?
Me, I got
Yeah, let
this. I
Dave
got
take this.
a beef. I got a beef with
Beef.
Microsoft again.
Beef.
Wait, before you tell your beef, how much of it is lean? Like, what's the percentage of?
Yeah,
None of this
yeah.
is lean. It's all fat, man.
Ooh,
Um,
100%.
That old
Right.
90-10,
so
only
I'm
at
tired.
90% fat.
I'm tired of the act from Microsoft, right? With the oh poor pitiful us. Sony's trying to destroy us.
Amen.
We can't stand against Sony. Blah blah blah. But they
Trying
go
to
and
steal
buy
that government
Bethesda. Redfall was being made for PS5. The minute, according to the owner of the company who's doing Redfall, they said the minute the acquisition took place that they called them up and said cancel the PS5 one. It's not happening. And now Microsoft is coming out like we never did that. We wouldn't do
They are
that.
liars.
You know what I mean? But why would the guy who is making his money from Microsoft lie about that.
Well, you know,
And I was excited about that game. I thought it looked fun.
Microsoft lives in their own reality. They think that just because they say it, it's true.
Yeah, but
I have a
sadly,
friend
so
like that
many
at
people
work.
believe them.
I mean, I don't think they're like cognitive enough to realize that we know the truth. I mean, they've just gotten away with murder.
They don't know our
their whole
business.
lives. You know what I mean? Like, look at Windows. Who gets excited when you see a Windows update? Raise your hand.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Dude, I do.
I'm
What
feeling
about
more
Windows
secure
10,
with
dude?
every
Everyone's
megabyte.
You know,
No,
like
not really. I actually am
I'm
annoyed.
always
Really
afraid
annoyed.
that all my stuff's broke. I'm anytime Windows happen, I'm like, oh, compatibility issues we're about to have probably.
Dude, if it happens on my work computer, it's like a thing that ruins your whole day.
oh yeah, or his stream.
Like every time.
Oh yeah, my stream breaks every update, and I will try to check it, and it will seem like it's all normal until I click go live, and then it's like, oh, well,
I mean, I play indie games, right? And I can't even tell you how many indie games I've played, these little horror games that I've played where Windows 11 is not compatible with them.
that's why I'm not upgrading, dude. They're not going to get me. They try, dude. They're so
They
easily.
got me, dude. They got me.
They're easier than Bing, man. They try to slip right in there every little chance they get. Like, it
You gotta
switches
your
the
computer
yes
and
and
it
no.
updates you.
Every time I restart my computer, the yes and no be in the opposite place. Like it'll
Oh,
be
that's
like,
so funny.
oh,
Like,
they're
take
trying
it.
everything,
Come on.
dude. Just trying to trick you.
Yes, skip trial. No, I don't want to fucking push another fucking
So,
button.
yeah, you know, the pretty much Microsoft is the this is all I have to say about this. Last thing is Microsoft is like that creepy guy at the bar that slips roofies in your drinks.
Yeah,
And then takes advantage of you. That's
Right.
Microsoft.
yeah, I can agree with that.
Come at me, Microsoft. Bring it.
And then after they're done with you, they drop you off in an alley and old Facebook comes and swoops you up.
That's right. That's usually what happens. It's over.
Yeah, everything stated in this podcast is our own personal opinions and do not
Opinions.
necessarily reflect the
Allegedly.
actual
Allegedly.
reality of the company of Microsoft. But with that said, Microsoft is a total stinking crap fest piece of crap company that I do
that's
not
just
think is worth.
that's just allegedly. Just remember that,
Allegedly,
Microsoft.
allegedly
They
they're
come at me.
allegedly they're a piece
I
of
certainly
crap.
don't want to use a fucking Apple book. That's
Yeah,
so Microsoft it is.
Hey, okay. You want to go there? I mean,
I
I'm
always
not
want to
touching
go
that
there.
either.
I always want to go there. So
I'm touching
just
Microsoft.
but we're
Let me stay
not
on that.
because this is gaming news, Dave, and we're gonna move on to Life by You, Steve.
Okay, so the main reason I wanted to bring this up, this game got announced, and I watched the announce video for it. And if you're the kind of person, I'm not really even into these kind of games personally, but this one I kind of want to check out. If you're into, even remotely into a game like The Sims, then this is a game that's like revolutionary in that
I'm checking
genre.
it out now. Right now.
Like, you can design cities and towns and design all the people that live in it and interact with them. You can like go into the body of any of the humans that you create and play as them, and they have conversations that are actually in English, unlike The Sims, and that they remember and they learn and they evolve with your city. And like, it's crazy. It's really cool. What
Dude,
the
you
stuff
just-
you can do. It's
you-
designed to be heavily modded and stuff.
Wow.
You've already sold it when you said it could go. You could go inside anybody you wanted to.
Yeah, dude, it looks actually really cool, man. It's
Yeah,
It
hilarious.
does. The graphics are
That
crazy. The graphics are crazy, no doubt.
It looks like a Sims on steroids.
Yeah, and it really looks cool. I actually think I might try to check it out.
My kid is going to be hooked to this, guaranteed.
But we don't like simulation games here, right?
I do.
Those kind of simulation games I do like.
See, now that I'm more against this, but
But
I'm
I'm not
intrigued
about
by
like
this.
Burger Tycoon or something.
I love a good burger.
I love bringing that game
Like,
up. It's so good.
I thought Zoo Tycoon was actually kind of fun.
You
I'm
guys
not gonna
remember?
lie.
You guys remember the little Flash online game that everybody used to play at work, where you had to like manage a McDonald's? That was a fun
Yeah.
game. That was fun.
Mine
How
was a
about Work
lemonade stand.
Simulator, where you simulate working
my
while you're
kids,
unemployed in
my
your
kids
mom's
like
basement.
that. Yeah, they played Work Simulator.
My dad
Oh.
cannot wrap his mind around that. He's like, "Why in the hell
I know
would
it
you
is.
want to play a game where you work instead of going out and actually working?"
Because you're not working. Duh.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad.
Because you're trying to avoid work in that game, I think, actually. I don't think you're trying
You're
to
learning how
not
to work by not working.
Yeah. It's simulating how to survive working without actually doing any work.
It's basically quiet quitting the game.
Yeah, quiet quitting the game. That would have been the better name for that, I believe, from my understanding.
A training simulator.
All right, last one.
Last
Dave,
piece of news.
Please tell us about
You-
Hellblade 2.
All right, first off, Hellblade was amazing. It's not very long, the first one, but if you haven't played it, play it.
It is actually very cool.
Why is it so good?
Oh man! First off, the graphics was insane to me at the time, and the story was good. It's creepy too,
Okay.
but it was just really, really well. If you haven't played it, play it because I honestly think it's one of the better stories in a game I've played in a while, even though it is a shorter game.
Okay.
But
There's a real deep story that really like touches on like mental health and stuff.
Yeah,
It's actually
yeah.
interesting.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Hellblade 2, man, they released a State of Unreal trailer for it, and it's mainly just, you see them walk up and it's like about the face and the graphics mainly of what it's going to look like on Unreal, and it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's really
it looks like us right here in the camera, Oh, it looks better than us on camera.
Well,
And
everything
it's
looks
like-
better than you, Dave.
It's no,
Gotcha,
but
bitch.
it's exciting because if that's the future, if that's what we have to look forward to in all gaming aspects, like I'm excited. And if you haven't seen it, go look at it because you will
Yeah,
be
it's
excited
wild.
as a gamer.
I'm excited.
Definitely worth taking
I'm
a look
excited.
at.
It does look really good.
Well, I've not played the original, so I have no opinion on it. to
Go
be
play
honest.
it.
Maybe.
No, do it now.
I-
Get off. Go
All right.
play.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the podcast. I'm going to go play some Hellblade. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's it for game
You
news.
got another
though, right?
bumper to play. Play some
Yeah.
bumpers.
All right. Moving on, guys. Moving on. Next section. Here we go.
Game of the month.
Welcome, guys. It's time to talk about our game of the month. And basically, we discuss it all month, what we think will be the game of the month, and we kind of decide if we're right by the time we get through the month, which next episode will be starting a new month of April. But I've been saying all since the show began a whole couple of episodes ago that it was going to be Resident Evil 4 Remake. I've been playing it. I agree still now. It's freaking even better than I thought it would be. Resident Evil 4 Remake is fantastic. It's spookier than the original. It changes a lot of things in a really good way. The story's better. And what I didn't expect was that they left the dialogue the same, but somehow it's just done in a way that it's actually believable now. So, very impressive. So I'm still sticking with it. I think that we're almost done with the month, and that's going to be the game of the month for me. What do you think, Dave? What are you leaning into?
I'm actually where I started out with at the beginning. I'm leaning towards MLB The Show 23. There were some changes I wasn't fond of.
The UI?
Yes.
Yeah, people
yes.
are complaining about the UI in that game.
But I mean, it's still better. At least they still continue to produce and move their game actually forward instead of just remasking it and relabeling it like EA does
Sure.
with their sports games. So I'm still very much enjoying it.
Yeah, at least they're putting forth an effort, right? Okay, What about you, Dimeless? What did you dig out of the bottom depths of Steam?
Well, Well, that's the other week. So this is the wrap up one, right? Like where I
Right.
have to pick one of the.
It's going to be some Steam game probably.
Yeah.
Well, it is because it sounds like this dredge. So as the algorithm does, once you start looking things up, it pops up more stuff to you. So I kept getting things about dredge this week, all week long, about how this could be the indie game of the year. Like this might be it. It's a fucking fishing RPG, and it could be the indie game of the year.
Oh, we're back at
I'm
this again.
definitely buying it. I am
Don't
absolutely
surprise
buying
me.
it.
It don't surprise me. Harvest Moon to me is a masterpiece.
I mean, hey,
on the
any
Super
game,
Nintendo.
any game that nails simulation to a degree, can make a run for it, especially if it looks good enough for that group of people that play it.
Yeah, so it comes out. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to play it. It comes out in 4 days. So
All right.
mark your calendars, March 30th. on Steam.
Dredge, baby.
Dredge.
So
It's
next
gonna be
week
great.
we'll be able to hear what you think about it.
I'm excited.
I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah.
I don't even have to care if I have to pay $60 for it. I
Why is
don't
it
think
called
that's
60
right.
bucks. Are they
It's
re-
60
It's not.
Okay.
I haven't looked it up. I don't know what it is.
I just looked.
But I'm saying I would probably. This sounds so interesting. I'm like so hyped up on it now that I would pay $60 for it if they charge me that. Hopefully, it's more like 15 to
It
maximum.
sounds like he's been
30,
doing coke and talking about this game. Dredge, baby.
Fucking love me some rails and some dredge.
Dredge, yeah. What about you, Steve?
Anybody who follows my channel probably could guess already what I'm going to say. But
Pretty princess.
I definitely agree with I definitely agree with Nathan's pick and support it 100%. But just for my own personal self, I'm going to go with Atelier Ryza 3.
Oh.
And I haven't even got to play it yet. The reason I'm going with it is I just beat the second one finally yesterday. I know I'm going to really like the third one. I love how the second one went. It was supposed to show up today, but my mail got delayed, and so it's not here yet. But
It'll come one day.
I'm going with
It'll
Atelier
be
be
there
one day,
tomorrow.
buddy.
It'll be there tomorrow.
Oh, it better.
It'll be there in a year.
In a year.
So,
I just looked that shit up. $25 for dredge. It's gonna be great.
$25. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's worth picking up for that.
I wish I could have talked more about what the third one is like, but I got to play it first.
Yeah, we could talk about it next week.
Well, I'll give it a little rundown.
Well,
baby.
that's our games of the month. That's what we got. So we're going to be moving on. Now, this is going to be a juicy one, guys. Up next, gaming debate. Here we go.
Make your ass right now. Gaming debate. Gonna fight and argue right now.
All right, here we are.
You know what I've been really thinking about a lot lately?
What?
What's that, Steve?
I've actually always thought this, and it's going to be a little bit controversial. I've always thought this ever since, like almost immediately after online multiplayer gaming became a thing. I feel like that it destroyed co-op gaming.
I see. I don't understand that because it made it more. It made more.
I think what he's talking about.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay. All right.
So after that happened, games became obsessed with multiplayer type competitive gameplay, right? Most games didn't even have an option to have co-op. There's a handful out there that were big in that field, right? Some of them you could only play co-op still online, so you wouldn't be able to play like couch co-op. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I just feel like a lot of that co-op gaming is not what it once was, like on the Super Nintendo and under.
But is but is that just because of the connection of like, you know, these people and they're at your house and they're right beside you, you can eat a pizza together, you can is that
no, even online, even on in online with co-op.
Yeah.
Like there isn't very many games that gives you that option. Destiny actually was one, just to make an example of one that actually did allow that option. But because of the success and popularity of online multiplayer competitive style gaming, most developers didn't even give a crap about doing any kind of co-op in their games anymore. And like even games, and I don't even know if it's just because of online multiplayer gaming, because a lot of games that were used to be multiplayer aren't anymore, like mainline Mario series, for example. That obviously doesn't have nothing to do with online competitive gaming.
You can play as
I feel like that's when it started to die. Yeah, but that's bullcrap, man. You should be able to be a Luigi.
That
you
is
should
bullcrap.
be able to be Luigi.
That's a cop-out, Nintendo, and we all seen it. Nobody's falling for it, you know? Like, they keep doing that, where they're like, remember in Mario Galaxy, like, oh, you can play as the wand or whatever, the little...
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude, that's not multiplayer. Get out of here with that nonsense.
I think there's been some really banger couch co-op games lately.
Lately, there has been.
making
I
a
agree
comeback.
with that. It's making a comeback. But I feel like that it killed it for a while.
Have you checked out the Quarry yet?
No, but I want to.
Oh man, dude, you can play that game on co-op together, and the type of game that it is crazy.
Oh, I didn't realize that's awesome.
I want to say
That's awesome.
something about this, because back in the day, and we all did this to a certain degree. Before online gaming, when like you'd be like, "Ooh, I've got Mortal Kombat. Everybody's gonna come to my house because I got it on the Genesis. We can put in the blood code, or whatever." And so you would be selective about who came to your house, because if they were too good at the game, you might not want them to come because they're just gonna be wrecking you and your friends all night, right? If they suck too bad at the game, maybe they might get invited more often because it's fun to wreck them, right? Especially if they got a good attitude about it and they take the beating well, right?
Until they get mad and break your TV.
Maybe that's how you get scenarios like, faking seizures. Maybe allegedly faking a seizure. Possibly, maybe.
How many friendships?
But
how many friendships have been ruined from couch co-op?
Yeah, but guys,
That's true.
Fighting games aren't co-op.
No.
True.
I agree with Steve, actually, because there are not a lot of games nowadays that I can pick up that I'm like, oh, I can play this game from start to finish with my friend, other than games like shooters, fighters. Like what happened to the day of like the Secret of Mana type games, right? Where you could play an RPG or things like that. Like they don't really do that anymore.
Or even just an action adventure game.
Yeah, I mean, like do Battletoads.
Yeah. Battletoads, Double Dragon, like even
Golden Axe.
beat 'em ups were like.
But they don't do.
I mean, they just came out with that Ninja Turtles
is
game.
kind of dead.
Yeah,
I know,
Revenge,
but it's not like what it was. It used to be like it was a little surprising if a game, like before all that happened, it was almost a little surprising when a game that wasn't an RPG didn't have a 2-player mode.
Let me pose this at you, Steven. Do you think that maybe co-op killed themselves? Let's take a look at games like Mario Party. That's
not
when
co-op.
it first
That's
came out.
competition.
co-op.
That's competition. That's not co-op.
Oh yeah,
Co-op
you're right,
is
you're
where
right.
you are working.
Well, it can be.
together
It can be all
cooperatively.
of it, Steven.
No, but that game, that'd be like saying Monopoly's a co-op game. It's not.
Like, how fun would it be to hop on to an RPG or anything like that where there's more than one character and your buddy can join you and you guys finish the story together?
I mean,
Play some Shredder's Revenge and
Here's like a question for you. Why the hell wasn't Trails of Mana co-op?
yeah, that's a good point.
That's a
Should have
great
been.
question.
Should have been. I'll tell you why. And here's the sad reality. Because
Nobody has friends anymore.
Nobody wants to do that anymore.
Well,
I
nobody
know,
has friends.
Nobody's like, oh man, I can't wait to play through this game with my friend. They're just like, I just want to kill everybody on screen.
Yeah, and let me explain why. Here's what happened. Everybody has lives. And so it's really hard for you to be like, hey, we're going to play this whole game together, because it's hard to like coordinate when you can play together, right? Because wives, kids, job, whatever. And so what happened was people just quit making those kind of games. They made everything be like quick matches, like get in, play now, do what you want to do right now. Or MMOs who went more in the route of like, make it accessible so that whatever time slot you have, hopefully you can find some people to do whatever it is you want to do. And so I think it was more of I think it has more to do with the growing up in the industry, trying to grow with their audience.
It's called instant gratification. Everybody needs that now in gaming online. Nobody wants to actually sit and work and play for a long time.
Yeah, well, we do live in an age where we need instant gratification on everything, right?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
just,
sorry, but would you rather have a nice long session with your woman or a 2-second session?
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, it depends on what's going on, though. It depends on what's going on. Maybe Pantheon's out, for example, and I would rather just have a 2-second session because I got to get back to the game. I
that's
I gotta heal my group.
That's next week's debate.
It just depends on the situation, on all things. But I will say this: I hate that everybody's all instant gratification. Like give me something. I need my hit of dopamine, etc. And with that said, if everybody could just hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Give us a long session, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
session.
just, I just seem to like. I don't think it's like that now, but I think that is what first caused the decline in co-op gaming was how popular online multiplayer was. Like when you think back to the days of like Halo and Halo 2 time period.
Oh, dude, it dominated.
It dominated so hard that there was no co-op games.
Halo
the
was
only co-op game I think that
insane.
came out that like legitimately was Halo, I think. Actually.
Guys,
That's like all everybody ever did was Halo when it was out.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just like everybody.
yeah. But I just realized something, guys. That it's not online games that killed it. You know what it is? It's when consoles started putting 4 controller ports on. And then the technology couldn't do 4 players at the same time in a co-op setting, or they couldn't figure out how to do that without it being utter chaos. And it died. What do you guys think of that theory?
All right,
no.
what's the next session? No.
Play the bumper.
All right, we're moving on.
Next bumper.
We're moving on. Oh, before we move on, guys, we have a very special announcement. We have been sponsored for...
Allegedly.
We've been sponsored by Little Caesars for their new pizza. And so we made a commercial for Little Caesars. Here we go.
Game Geezin is brought to you by the Little Caesars corn on the cob pizza. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Oh yeah, you gotta try it. You gotta dip that corn down in the butter inside it. How much does it cost? I don't know. I want one right now. I want to drive down the street and drink one like I'm a Guernsey cow. What? So next time you want some pizza, just drive down the street. Take yourself to Little Caesars and get yourself some booty meat. Damn. Pizza.
All right, so it's time for the retro rewind, and big shout out, thank you, Little Caesars, and your delicious corn on the cob pizza. Everybody needs to go grab one, get your 2-liter of artificial butter to dip it in. It's an experience unlike no other. You have never had a pizza so delicious and scrumptious, and the cheese melting on the corn. You can roll the corn. My favorite way to eat it is to take the corn on the cob and roll the pizza up on it, and then just har, and you get the pizza, you get the corn. It's delicious. But anyway, Retro Rewind is brought to you by Little Caesars, and today we're talking about Mario 64. I loved Mario 64. That was a game changer for me. I feel like it wasn't the first 3D game I had played, because I played Tomb Raider, Resident Evil. I played games that were 3D, but Mario 64 was the first game where I felt free. I felt like when you went into one of the worlds, like it was a digital playground. And there was just, it felt like there was limitless possibilities on what could happen. And there's so many secret stars. The replayability was crazy. You go to school, everybody would have found some secret star, or found some glitch or some crazy thing in Mario 64. And it really, it transcended gaming for me, where gaming wasn't just about beating it. It was about discovering it and exploration, and I loved Mario 64. It's going to go down as one of my favorite games of all time. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm going to get attacked again.
Oh, no.
That's the plan.
I liked Mario 64, don't get me wrong, but it took me a while to like it, because it was hard for me to adapt to that.
Because the controller? Because it was shaped like a dildo?
Yeah, the controller, and just like all I had played really to that point of all the Mario games, the last thing I really had tons of time in was like Super Mario. So it was like, to me, it was a hard. It was very much like when Zelda went to that. It was hard for me with that as well, but I don't know. I ended up really liking it, but it was not near the beginning.
Here's what I got to say about it. Mario 64, I think it was awesome. But I don't think it aged well. I wish that they would just take it and modernize the camera, and then that's all it needs. That's all it needs.
I can agree with the camera. That would be
Mario aged
crazy
well.
if they did that, actually. But here's the thing. It's Nintendo. They're making buttloads of money off that game.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
without
I mean,
doing
I
it.
accept that that's never probably going to happen. Maybe in like 50 years they'll do it. Who knows?
Maybe.
But
They did remake some of the levels. I think it's in Mario Galaxy 2, maybe? If you beat the whole game and get a bunch of stars, you unlock the whatever it's called. Yeah, and that was kind of cool.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I think it's awesome, and look how many awesome 3D Mario games we've gotten since then, you know? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
think
stole my
Mario
point.
Odyssey is one of the greatest
It's
Marios
good. It's
ever
good.
made.
Oh my god!
I just-
you know
here's
what
my
I just-
problem.
Galaxy, I
Well,
think, is amazing.
I gotta say something bad about Mario Odyssey. I
You're
love
gonna talk
it.
about that city, aren't you?
Yes,
You
I
better
am.
get on Dave's
I've-
side when you talk about this.
I have two bones to pick with that game, too. Number one, the city with the real people. It ruined Mario. I thought that's what people look
That is
like.
weird.
That's what I thought. I thought people look like Mario and Princess Peach, and then suddenly there's these realistic businessmen. Dude,
Well, you know what's funny about that level
That's
is that
weird.
the mayor of it is in the style of
Yeah.
Princess Peach and everybody. So
I
it's
don't-
like, what's up with these other? Here's how I like to imagine it. I like to imagine that the mayor actually is from the OG Mushroom Kingdom. She's one of them, right? But the rest of the people, they're like aliens because
What
this is on
about
a
Mario?
random planet somewhere. Mario is from a different version of. I mean,
This is too
does it
much.
turn out? Because Mario is from the version of our world that's connected through green pipes in the
Yes.
Mushroom Kingdom,
right, right.
But the planet that he goes to in Mario Odyssey, because it's on a different planet. in the
Oh, you're
Mushroom
right.
Kingdom.
It's not Earth.
No,
right.
I'm like, those are aliens.
You're right. They're aliens.
Okay,
That's a
they're
good
aliens.
point. Mario is the normal one then.
Yeah, yeah.
In the Mario verse,
Yeah.
Mario's normal. They're the weirdos that look like us. Because
Mm-hmm.
in Mario's universe, we look like Mario, basically.
Right. Exactly.
I like that better. But here's my second bone. I'm sick and tired of Nintendo doing gimmicks, man. The hat thing, okay, I guess it's cool. I just want to play
love the
Mario. Give me back my freaking cool power-ups. Give me back the
We're never
frog
gonna get
suit.
that.
Give me back the Fire Mario. Give me back the power-ups. I don't need the stupid, I can shoot water out of a backpack. Oh, now I can throw my hat and become a dinosaur. Dude, that's kind of stupid. Quit, Nintendo. Quit. Stop. Stop doing that. Just make
This
a
is what I
good
just
game.
realized. This is what I just realized with you talking like that and me talking about the switch from 2D to 3D. I just realized that we really are game geezers, guys. When things change too much, we're like,
Yeah. But it's
Funny that
because
you
there
bring
was
that
no
up.
reason to change. Here's the deal. There's two options in life when you got an IP. You can run it in the dirt, okay? You can just keep doing the same crap like Pokemon until you run it into the dirt, right? Or you can change every time, like Final Fantasy, and sometimes you'll have hits, sometimes you'll have misses, right? Because you're taking a chance every time because you're trying something new. Or here's the best option. You can take what works and evolve it and just make it better. That's the route I want Nintendo to take. You know, like just the power. Everybody loves the power-ups from Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World. Like, why did they stop? Even Mario 64 was power-up based, even though it didn't have very many.
Well, let me tell you.
probably
what,
some
this is
young
going to be the
person
first.
took over and was like, come on, let's do this.
This is going to be the first time on Game and Geezer that someone doesn't say something geezery. The new games are where it went. Like you picked this game first off, Nathan. This was the beginning of
No.
where it went to. I'm so
No.
glad that they came out with
No,
this
it
game.
wasn't.
Platforming is boring. It's the same. You wonder why they went away from that because it's eventually going to be the same game over and over again. That just go back and play Mario 3. You really just want to play that game?
No.
Go play it on
no.
your Switch.
No. That's not the same because
Turns out this is the game debate.
it's
right here.
it's
This is the
not
game debate,
it's
baby.
not in 3D though, right? Like New Super Mario Brothers is cool when they do that. They do the throwback kind of 2D. I enjoy them. They're fun. But I like 3D Mario. I love Mario 64 because it does have power-ups. It gave them the wing hat, and you could fly, and it felt really cool. It had the metallic Mario where you could go underwater and walk, and et cetera, et cetera. It had the invisible Mario so you could go through some walls. It had power-ups. It was still keeping, it felt like a real, it was the best actual conversion on their first try from a 2D to a 3D because it did feel like a platformer back then because we weren't good with, number one, the controller was like holding a dildo, but also because we weren't really used to 3D and analog controls yet. So it was awkward. So making those jumps and with the horrible camera, it actually was difficult. So it was a platformer then. Now you play it and it really doesn't feel like a platformer because it's easier to us now. But I just feel like, dude, Mario 64 was the last really good, perfect Mario, in my opinion. Where I didn't get sick to my stomach at all the entire time I played it.
That's because the camera was so shitty. If it was, you would be sick all the time.
Oh man.
I do want to say this, since I haven't really said much. This game is probably the glitchiest game Nintendo's ever came out with. Do you think that's because they didn't know what they were doing and they kind of rushed everything at the end, or
It probably is
what?
it.
I don't feel like there's a lot of glitches. What do you mean?
3D graphics
Oh,
are still
man.
pretty new. There is a lot of glitches.
Go
in
watch
Mario
a
64.
speed
There's a
run.
lot- You can do some crazy glitches.
all
in
that weird
game.
stuff. Sure, yeah.
Go
yeah.
watch a speed run,
Yeah,
and it is the glitchiest
Yeah.
game
They'll be
Nintendo's ever
bouncing
come out with.
upstairs and going straight to Bowser and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's crazy. So yeah, but I'm so happy they did it, and I'm sorry that you feel that it has gone away from platforming. As someone who doesn't really play a whole lot of Mario games, the new one felt, it just they're trying to work in
really
those new
enjoyed the new one.
controllers, and I mean, you were still jumping off of shit. Sorry, you still were going up
I
castles.
mean, I liked
and-
them. I still played all the Marios, and I've never been disappointed. Right? I just
Yeah.
wish that they would stick with the
He
roots.
just wants that back.
And
He
Red
just
Beans
wants that
Gaming in
back.
chat brought up a really good point. I am totally dismissing that they do make the Super Mario World series, the one on 3DS and the one that was on Wii and the Wii U, and then it came on Switch.
Yeah,
Those,
Mario 3D World.
How
those
dare
are
you,
great
Nathan?
games. Those are
How
great
dare
games.
you?
But I don't consider those actual 3D Marios because of the perspective.
They're not mainline Marios. I don't count
Right.
them as mainline Marios.
Right.
They're like almost like a separate.
They're good though, and I like them, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
some of the
yeah.
most fun multiplayer in Mario you can have. Because I'll tell you this: we got new Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, and we thought this would be a great bonding experience. We'll play Mario like me and my wife did when we were kids with our kids. It's gonna be so awesome, dude. I thought I was gonna murder everybody in the house. It is so annoying to play. Like people are stealing your stuff; they're bouncing off your head, so they make it on the platform. You fall in the hole. It was not bonding at all. But my family can play Super Mario Bros. 3D and have a good time, and it's more enjoyable and less trolly in that game. But it's not a real 3D game. It's like a 2D with
But I love
a
it.
little bit of space. You know what I mean? It's not really a 3D Mario, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
I didn't think Mario
I
64
I
was going to be
do
so
gotta say that
controversial.
I
Yeah.
actually really liked Mario Odyssey. The hat thing didn't actually bother me at all because for me it just felt like it was even more ways to get power-ups.
Okay.
Because like there were so many different things that you could do with the hat and transform into other stuff that had different abilities. But I don't know. I really liked. I wasn't all about the water pack for Sunshine, but the hat did not bother me at all. I gotta say, I actually
really
loved
like the hat.
Mario Odyssey.
I really like the hat.
I'm a little.
Even when I played the game with someone who didn't know how to play Mario and they really sucked at being the hat, I still like the hat. It's a cool thing.
I just feel like Nintendo keeps doing this thing where they have this little sidekick, right? Like the Twilight Princess and with the wolf and the Midna, right? And then the hat, and it's a sidekick who likes to remind you need to take a break and all this stupid crap, right? I'm just more of a traditionalist, right? For example, that's why I can never get too big into Twilight Princess. I hate those wolf parts. I want to play Link. That's a problem I have with the Sonic games too. I don't give a crap about these stupid characters you keep making up. I want to play as Sonic.
shut your
I want to play
mouth.
as Mario. I want to play
Shadow
as
and
Sonic.
Knuckles are awesome.
I mean, Shadow's okay, but I want to play as Sonic. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not called Sonic and Shadow.
Yo,
you know.
all right, Nathan, I was so with you to a point. Then you can't start coming after Knuckles. And Shadow.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I
People
don't
love
know that I
Knuckles.
can join you. Anymore.
Knuckles is pretty cool. I'll give
Everyone
Knuckles.
hates Tails, though. We
Knuckles-
all agree that Tails
No.
is the suckiest character ever.
No.
Like ever in all of games.
No, dude.
No, I like
One
Knuckles.
thing. Let me
Really?
just say this. Let me just
That's
say
the next
this.
fucking debate. Here we go.
When you are a kid, and you have
Tails
a
was sweet.
sibling, right?
I was
or
Tails
a friend
always.
that plays those games. Tails is the way how you can get all the way through the game and not have to worry about dying. Because
I
Of
agree.
course, you would need a glitch like
Tails is
Tails to be able
immortal.
to play the
He's
game.
immortal.
Bro, what'd you just say? Tails was?
is immortal.
What'd you just say? Tails was a glitch.
Tails is a
'Cause that's how
glitch.
awesome he is. He's like a glitch.
I like
Wow.
Tails. I actually
Glitches
think,
are bad, Dave.
I'll say this. I think Tails is a better sidekick than Luigi. Bam, I said it.
Hey man,
He
Luigi.
certainly has more
Whoa.
guts. He
Whoa,
certainly
that
has
is some
more guts.
shots fired, man.
Shots fired. I think he's a better
Luigi
sidekick than
in
Luigi.
Super Mario Brothers 2
And
is stellar.
join us next week for our game debate.
No, dude,
Who's
Peach
better,
is where
Tails?
it's at.
Luigi's
Luigi.
Mansion, fuck you, Nathan.
Yeah,
Do you remember what Luigi's Mansion is about? It's about him being a coward for 25 hours.
he's like
long.
Mario.
It's so good.
He literally just
No, it is
shivers.
good.
He's like,
No, it is a good game. It is a good
It
game.
is good. The third
You
one was
gotta when
good,
you go
too.
back for the actual podcast, you gotta clip it so that I say "fuck you, Nathan." at the end of it.
All right, we're moving on, guys. We're moving on.
Here we go.
All your gaming secrets will be revealed tonight on Skeletons in Your Closet.
Welcome to Skeletons in the Closet, where we get to tell you what we're supposed to tell you messed up stories that we don't want to ever tell anybody, but up until now, you guys haven't really heard anything that makes you feel bad for the person.
What?
Down to your core. Feel
I
bad
feel
for
attacked
them.
here.
Oh yeah, you should, because wait till you hear this.
Man.
Oh god, this is hard to say. All right.
Oh boy. And by the way, guys, we made this section of the show for this story. None of us have heard it yet, but Dave told us he had a screwed up story, and we made this whole section of the show for whatever crazy thing you're about to hear. Okay, sorry, Dave, but I had to
Better be the
let everybody know.
greatest story ever, Dave.
It's not a good story, it's horrible. All right, so as you all know, I play Ultima Online. I've been playing for a very long time. Back in the days, you know, when you were young, you would meet people on the internet, you know, and maybe fall in love, you know. And well, you know, that happened to me with what I assumed was somebody that was a young girl that was my age. I think at the time I was 15 or 16. I was 15, I think.
Oh, that young puppy love.
Oh man,
You
yeah,
think that a
right?
15-year-old girl is playing Ultima
In a
Online?
MMO. Hey, we
It was
didn't
her-
know. We didn't
Hey,
know.
we didn't know because, dude, in my world, everybody played. There were so many people back then. But, anyways,
And back
So-
then, before you finish saying this, I just wanted people to keep in mind, back then, when you are like a young teenager and MMOs are a new territory that nobody's really heard that much about or talked about, and you go into the game and you're talking to all these people, you are not thinking at all about
oh yeah,
these are a bunch
I
of
mean,
grown adults
this-
in
this
here.
was- this-
Yeah.
To
this
me, it
was-
feels like those that is them. That the
Yeah.
this
characters are for
was
them,
back in the
you know?
days.
True. It was
where
different. It was different.
To play this game that I was on, I had to be on AOL. Let that sink in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was on AOL with the chat rooms. That's how we didn't have Facebook, MySpace, any of that stuff, right? So I you know, we got in-game married, and that's even been embarrassing to say. I'm gonna hide my face the rest of the segment.
Good. You should.
But so dude, I co-owned her to all my stuff.
Hold up.
you
I'm
know.
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. You co-owned her.
Yeah,
this
so
was
we,
truly a different time, apparently.
Well, like the house.
well, in Ultima Online,
I gave her
you can
family
co-own
2
people to your
sheeps and a
home.
goat, and I co-owned her.
It's
Well,
like
check
me and
this
my
out. So-
buddy. We both married her. We co-owned her. We
It-
took shifts. You know.
It gets worse.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
And you know, I never found out if she was a man, by the way, or whatever. Could have been a 900-pound 50-year-old woman. I don't know. But we got into a fight on this is how off the rails this person was. We got into a fight in the game, and I was in the middle of Feluca fighting,
Whoa.
and all of a sudden,
Oh, I thought that was another
okay,
thing.
I even shared my account information.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So
Oh
here it goes.
no.
Hey.
Oh
I'm in
no.
the middle of PvP. All of a sudden, I get logged out,
Oh my god.
and I'm like, "What the crap?" So I try to log back in, and I get logged out. Try to log back in, get logged out.
Oh no.
And I got to the point where it's like, I don't know what's wrong, right? I'm thinking the internet's messed up.
Of course, it's the
Because
internet.
it's AOL, right? We're talking
Yeah.
Dude, we
I'm
were
down to my
on
last
56K.
hour on this 60-hour disc.
I'm on dial-up. So,
56K, dude.
I finally get back on.
Oh jeez.
I'm blocked, by the way, on like AOL from this person now. I finally get back on, dude, and I log on to Ultima Online, and you have to realize In Ultima Online, this is like your life. It's like a second life. Everything you have in there, it's so hard to get. And, dude, I had no characters. I had no house. I had nothing. It was all deleted.
Oh my gosh.
Everything was deleted. And when I found out what happened, they deleted my house, opened up everything, called for everybody to come get all my stuff.
Oh no! So
And
it was a public
deleted-
humiliation.
Yes, and deleted all my characters.
Oh my goodness!
What did you do to this fake woman slash
Dude,
dude?
we literally just got in an argument over being able to play.
What do
At a
you-
certain
Your
time.
characters?
Oh, you mean she was using your account to play the game?
No. She would log on to do stuff or to get stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
She had her own account, but
Oh, okay.
she got dude, and I never saw her in game either again.
So it was about spending quality time together in the game.
That was it. That's how, dude. And now that I think about it, back
Sounds
then
like a
I was
real
like, oh
relationship.
no. But now I think about it, I'm like, what a psycho.
Dude, you
Dude, I
might
hate
have met
to-
the only real woman, by the way.
That's what I was just about to say, dude. That you actually was a real woman.
It feels like.
No. That's a dude
You
scorned.
think so? A dude scorned? Is that what they do?
I don't know, dude, because
yeah.
the what she did to him is the real life equivalent of you come home and all your stuff's thrown outside.
That is true.
That's
That
what
is
I'm
true.
thinking.
That's how women delete you in real life. They
Yeah.
throw all your
No,
shit
that
out of the
guy-
house.
That is a skeleton in the closet. I've never told anybody
Really?
that.
I
'cause
never
it's
knew
so
that.
embarrassing.
Catfish.
Dang, dude.
Did you know about that, Steve?
No.
No, he
Wow.
didn't know about that one.
Even his own
he-
brother didn't know.
He was too embarrassed even to let me know what happened.
Dude, that's why
I hear
I
I
would've-
thought the internet had
I would've
everything.
laughed, though.
Yeah,
I probably would've
I would have
laughed.
got made fun of hard, dude.
Back then, I would have laughed at him.
Should we call that dude that does the catfish show and get you on there?
Dude, they should make a spin-off of that show that's like Catfish MMO edition.
Dude,
It's
that'd be
only
awesome.
happens a lot,
MMO
believe it or
stories.
not.
'Cause,
It
dude, I bet
happens
you
a
there's
lot.
tons of them. Tons, I bet. Tons.
Drac mentioned in chat, but we also have a friend that's how he decided to make platinum, was to just pretend he was the
Oh,
female character that he was going
I've
around
learned
in.
my lesson.
Yep,
Wow.
yep.
And that was at a
Out
young
there, too.
age, too. I'm
You
assuming.
shaming me, everyone.
Dave was a really young, too. Like, by the way.
And in love.
He was
And
only
in
15
love.
And
years
in
old,
love.
and
He
we
was only
love.
15.
and the internet was brand new for us.
Dude, when I was
we didn't
15,
know.
when I was 15, I was logging into chat rooms. There was no MMOs, and like I was
Yeah.
totally talking to
That
dudes.
was the
and
MMO.
I thought it was women. That totally like it was. It was just a place you could log in and go in the chat room and talk to women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
thought.
We thought. It turns out. That's not what it was, but we thought
Turns
it
out
was.
it was just a bunch of politicians.
Oh snap!
Are you laughing at me?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What the?
Here comes another fucking cheese note.
Oh, she might get fired today.
Oh God, he got
Oh,
up.
he got up
He got
and
up.
left.
He's
she,
gone.
she was laughing at him for that. He like opened himself up.
Oh, for that story.
See,
she
this
was
is
listening.
this is
Sheila. Good
this
for
is
Sheila.
no.
Fuck that guy.
What do you
No.
mean good for her?
Oh,
Oh,
she
God.
smacked him. She got him. She got him.
ahead.
God.
Sheila.
alright, dude?
Sheila.
I just got slapped
Sheila.
real hard.
Are you okay, dude?
Oh, she slapped me.
Dude, how long are you gonna put up with this, dude? This is not good.
You need to let her go, I feel like.
Oh,
She did
She
make
put
but she just put a
cheese
note
note
of cheese
back.
on that said ha ha ha.
Oh
Right
my
now.
gosh. She's
Wow.
such a jerk off.
Wow.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
okay, hold on. For instance, let's talk about these cheese notes real quick. I think this is ingenious. Sheila might be an entrepreneur about cheese post-it notes. Cheez-Its and post-it note need to get
I mean,
together.
they do stick
and make
really
this.
well, but what you're not realizing is like the residue it leaves behind, right? You have to.
No, you leave it in the
snacks.
plastic
I
wrap.
do eat them as
You-
snacks throughout the
Yeah, exactly.
throughout my day.
She's giving you a
She-
snack. She's just giving you straight protein.
You can't eat the. She writes on it with Sharpie. You can't eat that.
Still
dude.
eat it,
Shouldn't leave
though.
the plastic
Still eat
around
I'm
it?
hungry.
No, she doesn't. She takes it out of the plastic and slaps it on his
Oh, yeah,
desk, so it sticks.
It's out of the wrapper.
Yeah,
Oh,
it wouldn't
okay,
stick
well.
if it was in the wrapper. She'll like.
That's
it-
why-
Here, I thought it was like there was maybe a piece of double-sided tape on the wrapper.
I've been
No.
eating
Then you
the
just
Sharpie,
write
the
on
I'm
cheese
not
sticks.
forget-
Well, fuck that. I think Post It and Cheese It needs to get together and make this shit. You do the wrapper,
agree.
you get the piece of tape on the back, and then you got a nice snack. And
Hey,
you just
How are you
here's
going to
the little
remember
mini
your
fridge
note
next
that
to
you
it.
wrote the post-it for if you ate it?
Yeah, no, when
well,
you're
you
done,
gotta
that's when you
remember
eat
it.
it.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I
Here's
did
the
that
good
note.
news.
Time to
Oh,
She's
eat.
been-
wait a minute, dude. They should come up with a technology so whatever you note you write on the cheese, it maybe
You
can be in
eat
the
or you
ink, or then
remember.
later when you take a crap, the note shows up in the toilet, and you're like, "That's right, I got to go to the doctor at 5 p.m."
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Because she created this.
You're like, "Oh,
created
yeah, that's
this.
right."
She created this by being employed here. So what's that mean, guys?
That
It's-
Nathan
it's
gets
all-
it 'cause
actually
it's on
we've
the screen.
got the rights,
you
all right?
own the
We've
Well,
got the
Nathan
rights.
does.
Oh, Sam, you're right.
Because
You're
she
right.
wrote the notes on cheese, it belongs to Dave's company.
Yes, because it happened in his
Yep,
office.
I'm gonna be rich. I
Someone
have a
call
feeling
the
I'm gonna
patent.
Yeah, Sheila, laugh at that. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
She just made you millions. What? And you're fucking putting her down? Get out of here.
Hey guys, real quick, we just got a message
Whatever.
from the producer.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
let's.
no.
Again? Why does he always call during the show? He knows we're recording now. Why is he
don't
always
think that
calling
big-
now?
Well,
to
I
say
mean,
real quick.
I
One
do
thing
think
before
he
you
thinks
play
we're
this.
done already.
Okay.
Sometimes you just want something, like I don't want anything bad to happen to him, right? But man, this guy's just so mean to us sometimes.
Well, maybe this could be good because
That's true.
Our views have been great. Maybe he's calling to say great job. Like who knows? Let's see what he's.
Great
that's
job.
true.
It's
That's true.
it's a message. He left a message, so let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
This is the producer. Don't play this live on the show like you did last time, you idiot. Now
whoops.
perk up your ears and listen real close. And tell Daimlo, Steve, and Dave the same clear message. The reason we are sponsored by the worst idea for a pizza in the history of food is because you morons are taking the show
He
off
doesn't have
the
to diss Little
rails.
Caesars
I
like
have a
that.
meeting with my other show, which, by the way, is the most viewed
is he talking?
podcast in the world, and they are nailing it every episode. Meanwhile, you boys are over there arguing about what the name of segments of your own show are. I'll clear it up for everybody right now.
Who's gonna tell us the name of the show?
Of that part of the show is supposed to be.
Oh my gosh, it's in a car crash.
Oh God, now I feel bad.
Well, do you?
Is he
Do
saying
you?
anything?
It's a message.
Sheila hater.
Oh my gosh, here's windshield wipers.
Dude. Well, maybe this means he won't call again.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Think twice before he calls and drives at the same time.
Yeah, I wonder
Maybe
if
he
his
should've
throat
pulled
got.
over.
I know
Probably
this is
should've
awful
pulled
to say,
over.
but I'm hoping he got a little throat damage.
I mean, I'm a little concerned because right before that crash happened, he was talking really bad about Little Caesars.
Yeah,
You
but maybe the
don't
airbag
think-
deployed straight onto his throat.
You don't think Little Caesars would do that, do you? To keep their image of the corn cob
Bro.
pizza up?
Have you seen that
You-
little man? Pizza. He'd do anything. That thing's evil.
Yeah,
as
dude,
hell,
that guy's a Roman, dude. They were brutal.
gladiator. That's a gladiator.
Man, he's a gladiator, that guy.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, I'll text him and see if he's okay.
Yeah, we'll have
But
to find out what happened to him. I
that
guess.
sucks. He was just about to tell us what the name of the section news hit. I'm betting on news hit. But
News
anyway,
hit.
we'll
News
get to
hit.
that. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's move on to sports with Dave. Here we go.
Sports in 5 freaking minutes with Dave.
Hey guys, welcome to Sports with Dave. I honestly don't know how this is still going. The producer wants us doing this segment. To be honest with you, I don't know much this week. I know we've got some basketball happening still. Like 8 teams left. Yeah, let's go with 8 teams left. Some more stuff happened in the NFL. I can't tell you what exactly, but something happened. Oh geez. Well, let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal for a second. He's doing great. I really like what Shaquille's up to. Just making that money. All them businesses. Yeah. Let's see. Tennis happening? Is tennis happening? No, I don't think. Not yet. Cricket's supposed to be really popular. It turns out. I've never watched it. Yeah, I think that's it for this week, guys. Give it back to you.
Oh, is it over? It's done?
Is it over?
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Woo. Dang.
That was a nightmare.
All right, moving on. Community calls. By the way, guys, we've got a go to my Discord. You can hop in if you would like to be on the community calls. We've got a caller waiting, but let's switch over to that community calls time.
Community calls. We're gonna take some calls. Community calls. I love hearing calls.
You call in.
Yeah? We'll answer. That's so? Community calls. Sounds great.
Welcome to Community Calls, the part of the show where we let the community call. It looks like we already have a caller. Somebody want to patch that guy in?
Yeah, let's get him in. It's gonna break the cameras.
Ouch,
Bring
my
him in.
face.
It's fine as long as I don't see my face anymore.
Brought him in.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome.
Welcome, Drac. Welcome to the show, man.
You know, I like to think of myself as the arbiter of truth.
Okay.
So I'm here to just, offer a third selection for what actually happened with the Super Nintendo.
Oh, you mean the Nintendo 64? You're talking about
Or N64. I'm sorry, you're right. N64.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm going to take, so this supposed event happened in 2004. Is that the correct year?
Is that right, Dimos?
Oh, we're
Or-
talking about the
Oh, we're going way back.
seizure.
Oh, we were talking about
situation.
last week's episode.
Yeah, we're talking about the seizure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought we were talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
No, I'm here to correct some
I
things from
gotcha.
last week.
yeah. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Okay,
let's
it
hear
was
what's
yeah,
going
about
on
2004 would be right.
All right, so we're gonna dial the meter back to the year 2000.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, I'm
and this is
trying
what
to picture
happened. So, all right, so picture Dimos in college.
Mm-hmm.
He brings his Super Nintendo to college,
Right.
and
In the
he's
year
playing,
2000?
and he's playing his N64 games in Drac's dorm room, right? And because he owns Super Smash Brothers, he's destroying everyone. Like we had like 20 guys playing Super Smash Brothers.
Dimos was
right?
really good. He didn't
Dude,
tell
he
us that
was-
part.
Dog.
He was
Okay.
really good. Okay, so
He left that part out for some reason. Okay,
all
go ahead.
right, I know. He left a
Interesting.
lot of things out, which we're gonna get to.
Oh snap!
It's gonna be nice to hear finally.
Oh snap!
So what happens is, so there's this period in college that called an interim, where it's between semesters, and you only take one class, which you basically sleep through, and the rest of the time is devoted to gaming.
Okay.
So
True statement.
what happened is, I decided that I was going to get good at this game,
Okay. All right.
and I got really, really good at it.
I'm imagining a montage like Rocky, right? Of you like
So-
Exactly.
training.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting better.
And I got so good that I beat Daimlos every time I played him.
Not every.
single time.
Not every.
And he was super upset about it.
Seems like the time.
Not only that, Super Smash Brothers, you probably don't know this, actually keeps track of records. Like how
Oh,
many
geez.
times you die, how much total damage you do, how much, all this stuff, and it saves it on your console. I wiped out every single one of his records
Oh.
on that console, and it
That's
was
rough.
all mine. So I would just submit to the Game Geezin committee that maybe he was just upset about having all his records say Drac on it instead of Daimlos, and that's how we got to the broken console.
Oh,
he just
snap.
broke it himself.
He broke it himself and has been
Yes,
lying.
and
this
made
whole
up
time.
this whole story.
There wasn't
Exactly.
even a guy in his
Yeah,
room with him.
Wow.
Has he joined the show? Has he called into the show and
No,
verified that he's actually a
no.
person?
I
And
mean,
we
you
asked
would
for it.
think this person would defend himself if they existed.
Now, but wait a minute. There's another
ridiculous.
loophole in this story, though.
Okay.
Because the story, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the story took place before college. So,
also, in
no.
the year 2000,
it was
I
after.
don't think Daimlos
Oh,
was
it was
in
after.
college.
Okay, it was
you're
after.
missing. Oh, no, because you're missing. Because there's one other little tidbit. Is Daimlos
Oh,
went to
I'm gonna
college
go
for like
off on you,
12
Jack.
years.
But that means that Daimlos
You, Jack.
Daimlos
It
started
was
college.
7. It was 7 years, and that's Dr. Daimlos to you, you motherfuckers.
That means that
was the- he
Daimlo
got
started
PhD.
college while me and Nathan were still in high school.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
So that is the full story of
That you are such
of
a
Super
piece
Smash
of
Bros.
bullshit. He just wanted to fucking come on and tell that story so he could rub it in my face. First off, he didn't beat me every time. He did beat me more often than I beat him. I will say that.
Okay.
Also, your bullshit story. This is Drax's thing. He likes to make up a bunch of bullshit and then just tell it like it's true. And he sounded very confident, and it sounded true. Here's the plot hole, Drac.
Okay.
Nintendo 64 doesn't keep the stats. It's the cartridge that keeps the stats.
True.
You dum-dum. You faked it. You faked the whole story. I just proved you're
No.
wrong right there.
I agree, because you would have just broke the game at that point.
There you go.
Are we sure he
There
didn't break
you
the
go.
game when he broke the console?
No. And
Are
Drac,
we sure
you
about
already
that?
know the ending to this story too. You know that
What's the
my copy
ending?
of Super Smash Brothers got stolen. Someone broke into my house
Oh,
and
geez,
stole
man.
my copy of Super Smash
dude.
Brothers.
Look, I'm not trying to be. I'm not.
When
Guys.
does everything end up mysteriously
himself.
broken or missing? I'm just curious
And
about
there's
that.
another detail also that's now seeming a little suspicion. I feel
All right,
bad
all
to
right.
even bring this up because it's just so messed up. But it's kind of ironic that the only other person involved in the story is somebody who's unfortunately no longer with us, so we can't ask them either.
Oh, yeah. It does seem.
So there seems to be nobody that we can get.
There's
any
no
kind of
verification.
confirmation.
Look,
Sure.
here's what I'm learning from this story. The only person who has survived is Drac. So if you don't get better
Drac wasn't
than
even a part of the
Daimlos,
story.
if
He
you don't
wasn't
get,
even a part of
if
the
you
story.
if you don't get better than Daimlos, I don't know. Maybe you have a seizure and nobody ever. Maybe you get married and
nobody
move
hears
away.
from you
or-
again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All
It's like,
I'm saying
it's
is
kind
if
of
you go
what happened
over to
to-
his
he's like,
house,
what happened to your friend? And he's like, oh, he got married and moved away. Oh, he had a seizure. No one heard from him again.
Drac,
Oh, you
like,
went to go live
very
on the family
convenient.
farm.
Drac, you didn't know this when this was happening, but when you were training to get good, you were actually saving your life. You didn't know that at the time, but I think
I had
that
no idea. I had no idea.
also, let's back up and let's look at this from a different angle. If the seizure, right? The PlayStation Bros, right? Have you ever considered maybe they came to finish it off, right? Like you got another Nintendo 64, you're getting your Nintendo 64 life back on track. They couldn't do another seizure thing this time. It'd be a little too unbelievable to do the same trick, so they just broke in and took your stuff.
Oh, that's it. That's the answer right there, Nathan. This whole thing has been blown wide open.
You can't put anything past the PlayStation Bro, dude. They will do anything.
I think
PlayStation
you're
Bros
wrong,
are after me.
Nathan. You're making it out as if he's innocent in the story because
Guys, I think I'm going
I
bald.
think these two guys that have gone missing that nobody can verify with, I don't think they ever came back because I don't think they ever left his house that night. I think someone needs to go check the basement.
I'm in the basement right now.
Drac,
Well,
Drac,
new wall added by chance?
Drac has
Maybe.
a new wall. Drac, you've known Daimlos longer than anybody. So what's the chances that Drac just went full Cannibal Dad mode? And what do you think?
Ooh.
Percentage-wise, what do you think the
I mean,
chances?
Get between Daimlos and his Nintendo, and it's freaking on. That's all I have to
Cannibal
say
Dad.
about that. Like anything
That
could
is
happen.
true.
They've been cannibalized.
He even had a good backup story for why there was blood on his hardwood carpet.
Yeah.
True. Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
This is getting well. Anyway,
I hate this story. Why did we make this segment? This segment sucks. I hate you, Dave.
Well,
Let's go back to Dave's
I just
catfishing
wanna say-
story.
I just want to thank Drac for calling in. Thank you so much. We actually have another caller, so I guess we should go ahead and take their
This
call.
is one
now.
gonna shit on me too.
All right, thanks,
Thanks, Drac.
very much.
Love you,
Drac.
buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Don't ever come back.
Drac of Pantheon
you.
Plus. Go check them out, guys, on Twitch. Pantheon Plus on Twitch.
We'll be streaming tomorrow on Twitch.
Yep, I'll
All right,
be with you.
move.
I'll be with them. We'll be doing that tomorrow night.
Moving them now. All right, there we go.
Hey,
Oh
welcome.
God, here we fucking go.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Essen? How you doing, buddy?
What's up? What's going on, guys?
Are you using that shitty soft microphone still?
Is it turned down? I don't understand. God damn.
I don't know. I think it's time for you to go get a new one, though.
It's a gato fancy thing. It's Discord, man. Can you not hear me?
Are you turned up to 6 dots?
I can hear you.
It was named. Wait, his microphone is that character from Chrono Trigger that sings the song. Remember in the festival?
Oh,
Gato.
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 I've got a cover of that song that's so badass. I listen to it while
That
I'm
song
working. I'm
rules.
just like pumped.
Put
I
it
love
in the
that song.
Discord. We got to hear it.
Find it. It's badass.
Song
Post,
rules.
post this
Listen,
call because we're
I
live.
gotta-
You know, we're recording a show.
Yeah, well, are we? I'm just sticking around.
Turns out we are actually recording a show right now.
All right, Steve.
So listen, as a professional gamer, I'll have you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was a professional gamer before it was such a thing, pretty much.
All right.
And
What
so
kind of game were you a professional of?
I was a professional Halo player.
You got paid?
No, I didn't get paid, but
You ain't
Good Morning
professional.
America- yeah. I think
Okay.
Good Morning
Well, in
America
that case, I was
tried to-
also a professional Halo player.
I was too. I was too.
Listen,
We actually
listen.
were all professionals too.
Mountain Dew
I-
paid me to play their game.
Nice. I mean,
Burger King played me to pay theirs.
But anyway.
Good Morning America tried to book me to have me on to talk about Halo. I was such a player, but I said no. I was busy.
You're busy.
So
Yeah, you don't want that Good Morning America bullshit. That's
Turn down.
Yeah,
the Good Morning
I was,
America. Okay.
our school, our college was like trying to get new clubs, right? And so I went to student council and said I think we should have a Halo club because Halo 2 was about to come out. BFD.
You were
And,
pumped about it.
Oh, dude, who wasn't pumped about it? It was like the event of a fucking century. Pardon my language.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
You don't have to fucking apologize for that shit.
Yeah, we got
Pardon.
Dimos on the show.
Pardoned.
I'm really fucking sorry, but
Pardon.
You better fucking be.
Pardoned.
So I go to the student council meeting, and it's like a small private school, and everyone's all rich, and they're all lined up on the important people are like on a desk. They're like higher than you. It's like a courthouse, and they're all talking blah blah blah. And the people who go up in front of me, they want to start a ski club, and we have mountains around us, and they want to start a ski club, and that's legitimate, and like this, that, and this, and the people on the board are just like, no, we're not doing that. Even if it's free, we're not doing a ski club, blah, 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 blah. And I go up there, I'm like, all right, ski club's a stupid idea. Let's do a Halo club. And they're like, what is Halo? And I'm like, listen, here's what Halo is. See the president of the student council? He's in my fraternity, and he really wants me as a little. So here's what we're going to do. He's going to make it happen, even though this is a bad idea. And he made it happen because all it takes is knowing the right people. And I got shirts printed up, and I was on campus, and I had like tournaments, people playing. And then this one kid showed up, and he came with a timer, and that's never a good thing. Like an egg timer.
It's like a chess player that's a grandmaster coming into
Yeah.
a situation.
Yeah, he came in here, and he had like all the spawn spots memorized for everything, and like he would just
Which
slaughter
Halo?
everybody.
Which Halo, by the way?
Halo. It was Halo 1. Halo 2
Okay.
wasn't that out.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So long story short, as a professional
Too late.
gamer, I got to ask about. Yeah, fair enough. I got to ask about this N64 thing and the seizure. I'm still hooked on this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be breaking the internet.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I need to know. I have one question. I think this will explain most of the situation.
Okay.
Okay.
What character was he playing as?
Oh, we didn't even
Was it
cover
Nest?
this.
I am
Everybody's
Nest.
calling about
I
that,
am Nest.
Phil. Wow.
Okay. So
I am always Nest.
What is Drac? What was his character?
Fox. Jack was Fox.
Oh wow.
100%.
Okay.
That's
Well-
easy.
Well, what about the friend who may or may not have had the seizure?
Or his dad.
He played Samus mostly.
And you were
Damn it.
Ness? You said you were Ness?
I always played Nest.
Backwards. That's
DJ
completely
Tanner!
backwards.
DJ Tanner. It does sound like he says that.
DJ Tanner.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
play the
Ness,
game,
he plays
Hey,
Ness,
Fire.
He has an
Oh, I
attack.
know.
He says,
PK Fire.
no, he says
Brother.
DJ Tanner!
it does sound like he
PK
said
I
DJ Tanner.
Fire.
Hundreds of hours of Smash Brothers.
We all did. It's such a
Really?
good game.
That's completely reversed. I would
DJ
imagine
Tanner.
if he was playing Nest and he got so screwed about losing the game, he just had to smash the whole thing, and the seizure was just a cover up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's still
thinking
right.
the seizure never happened. The blood on the carpet, hardwood carpet,
Right.
it
Hardwood
is
carpet was impressive.
is from Daimlos just killing him.
Is that just like a bamboo rug? Is that what that hardwood carpet is?
And we're still trying to
bamboo
figure
mat?
that out.
You know, it could be that Daimlo that the blood on the cart because Daimlos destroyed the console himself, apparently, allegedly. So the blood on the carpet could just be like maybe after that happened, Daimlos was thinking about Zero Suit Samus and got a nosebleed or something. I don't know.
There you go.
You know,
That
it
was
could be
not a
more
thing at the
personal
time,
than
man.
that. It could be more personal, and he could have been thinking about ending things because how upset he was.
He was just pissed
Nope.
whenever he was off the screen, and Sam was just there charging up that B button, just charging it up. You never know when you're gonna let it go,
Yeah.
man. Sam was
Then
tough.
all of a sudden,
And that
DJ Tanner.
See, this hasn't helped me at all. I'm more lost than I was.
Here's what I know. Whatever did happen in that room on that fateful night is truly a mystery for the ages.
That is true.
And we're never going to hear from the other people, so it's always going to be a
There's
mystery.
still hope we might get the other guy on the show. He did.
want
Yeah,
him.
We'll see.
sure there
We'll
is.
see.
Never know.
I haven't heard back from him, so it might just be
because
my
you probably
my
threatened
hearsay
him
story.
back then.
Hearsay story.
It's people grow apart. It's a thing.
Mhm.
Everyone's still
bullshit.
alive, other than
It's a
my
co-
mother. Thanks, Nathan.
it's a cover up.
I did. Look, all I did was what the producer told me to do, which was cue up the sad music anytime somebody says something sentimental. I heard Mom, and I was like, oh, this would be a good moment for a sentimental, as the producer said. Now, the producer knew, and I really feel like he set me up. Now, I'm not going to talk about...
I can't believe you're blaming this shit on the producer.
You know
he
what?
just got in a car accident. He's probably dead too. Jesus,
He's
Nathan.
dead, man.
Guys,
Actually, he
he's
probably is dead. Blame everything on him.
You're right, dude. This is all him.
I'm gonna break some really some shocking news here.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can handle this, but I know for a fact the producer is alive and fucking well.
How do you
In
know?
fact-
There you go.
In fact, he is on this call as we speak.
Are you
I don't
serious?
know if I'm-
Now,
I
I'm not
believe
going to
that.
reveal any more. You guys have to figure out. It's just like the N64 thing, right? You got to figure it out.
He's
I'm
listening.
telling you.
He's listening.
No, he's not just listening. He's fucking here. He's here.
He's
I
one of the
can't
five
believe
of
that
us.
because the producer dislikes us so much, he would have already been saying something.
Pretty sure the
It's like
We were all
producer
here when he
amongst us.
called.
It's his producer among us. Is what's happening.
Well, I guess you just
Oh,
never
shit.
really know.
Who's the
what's gonna
betrayer?
happen.
Dave's the
Never really
betrayer.
know.
I have
It
never
was
betrayed
Dave.
I'm the one getting betrayed.
It
Yeah.
was Dave with the candlestick in the library.
Dimos doesn't have blood stains on his hardwood carpet, though. I'm just saying.
Don't you put this back
let's
on me,
be honest.
goddammit.
That's evidence. Dimos has experience cleaning up blood. We know that for a fact. Copious amounts
That's
of blood.
true.
Let's go back. You know what? That's a good point that we normally never would have got to. How did you clean up the blood? What exactly did you do? Be honest.
Like that.
The people in the ambulance were able to take care of it for me.
Wait.
They put some stuff.
What?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was really strange. Did you pay them?
No, they're just like,
Did
here,
you give
you.
a tip at least?
Well, no, they just had the
What's
shit
wrong
and they're
with
like,
you? Who
do this.
Who lets someone clean his blood up and takes somebody out in an ambulance and doesn't tip them?
That is service.
That's
They just
hilarious.
like
Imagine
they just
tipping
like
the
open a
ambulance
box of
drivers and stuff.
tampons and throw tampons on it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never know what's gonna
That
happen.
was exactly
well,
it.
guys, I
Yeah.
think that first of all, I just want to thank Essen for calling in.
Yeah,
thanks
thanks,
so much
buddy.
for being
Yes,
on the
thank
show.
you.
And it looks
Thanks
like
everybody
it's
for
time to-
shitting all over Daimlos. I appreciate that.
I will be here
Anytime,
next week
anytime.
doing the same.
So we're gonna go ahead and roll out to.
All right,
the
moving
new-
them
We're
out.
gonna start noosing it, if you know what
Or
I'm saying.
news
Oh,
it.
shit.
Yeah. Here we go.
News it. News it. News it. What's the name of this show?
All right, here we go. We are on the final segment, everyone's favorite segment. We're not exactly sure what it's called. We were hoping the producer would hopefully clear that
We
up for us.
almost
but
found out. We were so
I
close.
know he
Almost
was
found
gonna
out.
say it. He was gonna say
Essen
it.
thinks he's still alive. Most of us think he's dead. But
I hope
think
he's just
in
really
the
hurt.
hospital.
what what I hate arguing about this show. It's news shit. It's the S is shared news shit. It's both.
But listen though, obviously, like we do the sports, right? We do gaming news, we do sports, we do the news. News hits. Like this is the main like big news that we need to talk about.
It's not called
It's
sports
not
shit.
gaming
Yeah, so
related.
it's called new shit. It's not news. It's just new shit that we found out about. It's just a new
So
shit.
crass.
Isn't that news?
Yeah, that's
though?
too. That's just too
Isn't that
rude.
news?
Is what news?
But
The new stuff. The
no,
new
no,
shit.
because you can argue the
new
stuff
shit
that
is
I.
the
But what I'm saying is they didn't mean for it. They didn't want it to be so rude, though. You know, like they.
You could argue that the stuff
There's
I
no
tell
way.
you guys every week is not news.
It's new, so it's
We
new.
talk
It's
about
new
news.
shit to me.
It's news to me.
It's the biggest news. I always announce the biggest news I know. It's
Me too.
my news
Me
hits.
too.
So you're
I
doing
announce
news hits.
I
You're doing
announce
news
stuff.
hits.
Not doing
Welcome
new shit.
to the News Hits Top 100.
And we don't even know what Steve's talking about. He keeps talking about nooshin' it. We still don't even know what that means.
I'm still trying
What
to
is that,
what it is.
Steven?
Looking
Did
for
you
that.
figure out what nooshin' it is?
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
Nooshin' it is when just a bunch of guys are sitting around nooshin' it out. You know what I mean? Talking about the news. Talking about news stuff.
Could you use that in a sentence?
Hey, guys, come over by my house today. We're going to be nooshin' it.
Dude,
Oh God, I just can't. I'm still
I-
can't. I'm trying. I
I
still
would-
can't wrap my mind
I
around
would
it.
be careful with loose definitions of what coming around together means around Daimlos.
Oh, that's a that. Ooh.
We're going to get murdered.
I'd be careful with those loose terms.
We're going to get murdered.
Terrible, terrible. At least I'm not a horror game. Anyway, so for the news shit, we've got our first story.
News
it's
hit.
what?
News hit.
sh-
News hit.
nooshin'
Nooshin' it.
All right, so we're going to be nooshin' it about this first story, which is a family-friendly one. Nathan, could you take this first story away?
Yeah,
Dad
sure can.
joke.
So, listen, I think this is awesome news. I was really excited when I found this article. Basically, they have proven now, scientifically proven, that dad jokes actually help kids develop into healthy adults. It teaches them basically humility. It teaches them like being embarrassed and how that's a part of life and how to handle that because dads are telling dad jokes in front of their friends, etc., pulling up in a plant man suit to pick them up from school or whatever the case may be. And it's good for the kids because they're learning skills that help them in life later on and how to handle certain situations that happen to you in real life. So I just want all the great dads out there to know that you are doing something good. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep the dad jokes going because it's hard to be that dad because nobody's supporting you in the house. Nobody's laughing. You're the only one, and you got to keep that flame burning and hold that burden and just know that you're doing the right thing.
They try to push you out most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's rough, but just keep doing it.
How
You're
many
doing the right
dad
thing.
jokes a day do you tell, Nathan?
Thousands.
Your
I
kids are
don't.
going to be so healthy.
I never miss an opportunity. So my favorite dad jokes are to take things like if they say like, "Don't do that no more," you know, like you should do this. I'll do what they say, but I'll take it to the extreme. That's my favorite to do.
Like the most literal.
Still,
the
my
most
favorite
literal way
is
you
like
could do it.
doing fart jokes or farting and like making it funny. And then they were like, you know, like my wife was like, just go to the bathroom. It's so disgusting. So now I make it a very big deal. Like we'll be in the middle of dinner and I'll be like, oh my gosh, guys. And I'll jump up and I'll like run to the bathroom and open the door and let loose a real loud one and then come out. And they're all like, oh my gosh, why do you have to be so dramatic?
See, I'm a pun joke type of dad joke. you
Those
know?
are good. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
do
got
the
one for
ones
us?
where it's like, they'll be like, hey, I'm going to run out to the store. And I'll be like, you probably should just drive.
Yes.
Yeah,
Those are good.
he does that to everybody.
Yeah, I do it to
Literally.
everyone.
Every time I have ever to Steve been like, hey, we're gonna run there, he'd be like, why are you running there? And I'd be like, because we got to get this. He'd be like, yeah, but why aren't you driving?
Dude,
And
my
I just
favorite,
makes more
you
sense
said
to
this like 8
drive.
times today, dude. I get it.
my favorite thing in high school, Steve doesn't do this joke anymore, but in high school, if you ever said, where are we going? Okay? Where are we going? Steve would always say, to hell if we don't change our ways.
Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot that I used to say that.
He doesn't even have his kid's age isn't even old enough for dad jokes yet, but he may be the king of dad jokes.
Yeah, he's
been
telling
telling
dad
them
jokes
longer than any
Yeah,
of
you're
us.
right. He has been telling dad jokes, I think, since he was born. I think he came out of the womb telling a dad joke.
It's because
Wait,
of
who?
our father, dude. He is as horrible dad jokes as you get.
Who you talking about?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do. I'm pretty
What are you
religious.
talking about? Me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is me. Thank you.
Connoisseur.
Steve,
I do
Steve's
a
unavailable
pretty
right now.
religious
Oh, Steve. Oh, we got to change this up. I hate dad jokes, so we're moving on. So, the next story that we want to talk about, if you are a big fan of Mandalorian news, I promise no spoilers. I actually haven't seen it myself, so
I'll
definitely
do
no
the spoilers.
spoilers.
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe some spoilers. So, in this most
this
recent
is a
episode,
spoiler. This news article itself is a spoiler.
Is it?
Technically.
Well,
It does
So
spoil,
if
but
you
not
if you
spoilers
don't
then.
want this spoiled
You know what,
in The
Dave?
Mandalorian, then
will you get your
mute
brother
the
under
show for
wraps?
5 minutes.
I can't get him under wraps. He's a dad joke type of man.
Oh,
They
God,
got
I
a mind
can't
of their
stand
own.
it.
You
He's
can't
in
control
full
him.
dad joke mode, and now I can't get on to the next
Under
story.
wraps. What do I look like? The mummy?
I'm done. Nathan, I'm out. Fuck this.
Well, we can't even talk about that part of the news.
No, I can't handle any more of these dad jokes. I'm out.
All right.
They'll never end.
Do we have any more stories to talk
Just
about?
kidding. No, yeah, we
Wait,
definitely
we're not
do.
gonna
Well,
talk
first of all,
about
we
the
got to
Jar
talk
Jar
about the
Binks thing?
Mando
We
one.
can talk about Jar Jar Binks. Come on, we got
Okay,
to
so-
finish this.
Bad news for everybody. If you didn't know, in this third season of Mando, we got a new character called Din Djarin. Is the
No. Din
my
Djarin
God.
is the Mandalorian. Is the main character of the show. He's
Oh
been in
shit!
the
I'm
series
sorry, I
the
read the
whole
wrong
time.
name. Is that really his name?
Somebody get
Yeah,
Bible.
it is.
Din
Do you know?
Djarin
Do you find that out in season 3?
I thought
You
I
find
thought
it
you
out
were,
in season 1.
I thought he was just being dramatic.
I
Like
wasn't paying attention.
I thought we were going to
I
hear
had
the
no
whole
idea.
plot line.
What? Okay, my fault.
Oh,
So-
jeez.
Well, God, that's what you get for making me do the news shit. It's news is shit, and I am shitting all over it.
Listen,
Anyway,
don't worry,
Oh,
guys.
and can I get to the story? Can I just get to
We're
the story?
trying.
Yeah, dude.
Butchering
You
it.
just,
All right,
I'm
fucked
kind
it
of a
up.
hardcore
Nathan,
Star
just
Wars fan.
cut
I'm
this
sorry.
out.
Dimos, I
Cut
feel
all
like
this
you're
out.
noosing it. I feel like this is maybe
I
this
am
is noosing it.
absolutely noosing it right
This
now.
is noosing it. Okay, so we're hitting all the angles just in case because we don't know what we're supposed to. do.
Okay. So whoever this guy is
His
playing,
name is
because I don't know
Kelleran
his name.
Beck. His name is
Kelleran
Kelleran
Beck.
Beck.
There
You
go.
know what, Steven? Why don't you take this fucking story?
Okay, so his name was Kelleran Beck, right? So it turns out, it's hard to say without giving any spoilers
Sure.
at all. But here's what I will tell you without totally spoiling it completely. So the guy that played Jar Jar Binks basically returned. He obviously, Jar Jar Binks was digitally animated, so
Right.
this is
What?
his first time appearing in his own skin. This actor. Anyway, he plays Kelleran Beck. He's a Jedi Master, and it shows him and what is going on with him during the time that Order 66 was issued by the newly formed Empire. Order 66 is where all the Jedi were ordered to be destroyed by the clone troopers, and they flipped the switches in their head and made them all go evil.
The
Basically,
corn
Thank you,
troopers.
Stephen, for that.
the clone troopers.
Oh,
I'm thank you, Steve. You just saved this segment. I just want I just want to give a moment to appreciate it.
Thank you, Steven.
So yeah, but it's a big deal because Kelleran Beck, or not Kelleran Beck, that's the character's name. But what's his name again?
Oh wait, no, that's not.
Something Ahmed.
Ahmed Best.
Ahmed,
Best.
yeah.
Ahmed Best, who played Jar Jar Binks, and now the new character. He took a lot of crap for playing Jar Jar Binks. It actually, he considered committing suicide at one point over how he was treated for
That's
playing
sad.
Jar Jar Binks. But it's just kind of like a cool thing that they brought him back to do such a cool thing, because what he does in the show is something that everybody who's been watching the show has been wondering at this point. Like, I wondered, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to spoil it for you. And now we finally got that question answered. And it
so
was just
they
a cool way to
redeemed
do it,
him.
I
They
think.
redeemed him.
They did. And I actually
was
hope
awesome.
maybe we see more of the character in the future
I hope
in
so.
other stories. That would be cool.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But not as Jar Jar Binks. We can
Right,
all
right,
do
right.
that.
Hey, man, dude, bring back Jar Jar Binks.
Bring back Jar Jar. I'm fine with Jar Jar.
Give him
wanna
his
know what
own
happens-
series. Give him
Do
his
you
own
want to know
series.
what happened to Jar Jar Binks in the canon, though? Like how his
Nope,
story
I
actually
don't.
ends?
You
I don't at
gotta
all.
watch,
It's
you gotta actually
interesting.
see everything of Jar Jar. to judge Jar Jar.
What?
You have to know his story.
Jar
Well,
Jar.
here's what you know.
I don't need that.
Jar Jar Binks. Sorry that we're going off on a tangent here now about Star Wars, but I just gotta say, Jar Jar Binks.
Well, this is news shit, and Jar Jar
shit.
Binks is absolute shit, so it belongs.
So when Jar Jar Binks got into politics, obviously, and made it to where the Empire could take over on accident because he didn't know what he was doing when he called for a vote of no confidence.
did he?
in the
Is the
Emperor.
people gonna die?
Right, he's the one who called for the vote, and when that happened, the people of Naboo partially blamed him for the Empire taking over. This is talked about in books. And the last known sighting of Jar Jar was during the time period post Return of the Jedi, where he was seen as a street performer in the streets, and basically everybody just ignored him and treated him like crap, and he was like a homeless street performer. That's how his story ended.
Normal.
Yeah.
That's sad.
No.
Considering everything, he got used.
deserves.
He got used just by Palpatine, just like
Well,
everybody else.
Don't be dumb. Don't be a dumb Gungan.
They should have just stuck with the original plot, and he turned out to be a Sith Lord. And he was
Yeah,
just
that would've been
faking that he
cool.
was stupid, just like Yoda did when Luke first met Yoda, and he had to think he was a
I
silly
actually am a
little guy.
supporter of that fan theory.
Yeah, they should have went with it. He should have just George Lucas should have grew some balls and just rolled with it.
Yeah.
And it would have, it would have panned out. It would have panned out.
I think it would have too.
But anyway,
Well,
Douglas,
well.
what else we got?
Get out of here.
We'll
with
move
this
out of
Jar
Star
Jar
Wars.
shit.
We'll get out of Star Wars.
Okay,
now.
okay.
You can't bring
And
up
now-
Star Wars around me, man. You just wait. You just wait until the Star Wars episode that's coming out on this show that I just decided right before Jedi Survivor comes out. We're doing a Star Wars episode.
Okay, all right.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way on that.
I don't know Mando's name, but I've certainly watched all the Star Wars.
Don't worry, you will. You will.
Oh, great. Well, I do now.
You better now.
Digimon. Digimon. All right. So last story. This one was really awesome. I thought it seems like this is a really good idea. So
This is not the last
friends at
story.
Ford. Oh,
Dave
It is
has
the
one.
last
Dave
story.
has one.
I got something special, but move along.
well then no. It's you.
Oh, okay. Well, I just found something out
Did
recently. And this is a big one, guys. I thought last week was big.
Wait, what'd you announce last? Wasn't it topless people last
Well,
week?
the topless in Berlin.
Oh, yeah, that's what it
I
was.
thought that I didn't think I could find something that big. Well, yeah, I was wrong.
What did you
All right,
find out?
check this out, guys. This is man, this just blows my mind. All right,
This is some new shit.
an Alberta woman at 80 years old. All right,
Okay.
who has been
80 years
regularly
young.
donating blood for nearly 6 decades, earned the Guinness World Record for the most whole blood donated. That's it.
Dang.
Yeah, right? Wow.
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 Wait, I don't
Yeah,
know if
crazy.
I don't understand. What do you mean the most whole blood? Is it like graded like milk? Like whole grade blood?
got rated by PSA at the
Unfortunately,
10
the news
the
article
grade
that I
10
read
card.
about it didn't really break that down for me. But
The most blood at one time?
If there's anybody who would like to call in next week, maybe, and explain to us that, who's maybe like a med tech or something, I would love to
Please
know.
And also,
I would
I'd
love
like
to
to,
know.
I'd also
Really
like to
care.
mention that the Guinness Book of World Records is only when it's like you call them, they come verify, etc. Because I know for a fact that if this is on quantity of blood donated, then I know for a fact that Daimlos's friend donated more blood on the hardwood carpet, but it was unregistered. It was unregistered, so it didn't.
Unregistered
Yeah.
blood.
Guinness
I don't
wasn't
think
there,
you
so it
guys
didn't count.
understand. I think we're got disconnect here. I don't think you guys are quite
I
understanding.
don't understand.
I
how
definitely
much
don't.
blood.
I
She's
definitely
been
am not
donating blood
understanding.
since 1965 when she was 22
Okay.
years old. So, dude, from 22 to 80, she has been donating blood. She's
Oh.
donated a total of 203 units of blood. I don't know what that means, but I know it's a lot.
Yeah, units. I wonder what that. Why didn't they do it in real measurements? A unit.
I
can
don't
be
know,
anything.
but a
Look
unit
at the
has to
unit
be
on that
something
I'm
big.
sure if we Googled what a unit of blood is, we could find
Don't
it.
Google that. Trust me.
I'm doing it.
Listen,
Hold
though.
on.
Wait, hold up, though. There's a big problem with this story. And it's that you're saying that since
sucks.
she was 22, well, besides it sucks. Since she was 22, all the way to she's 80, she's given blood. Well, I gave blood when I was 14. And if I gave blood again tonight, I could say, I've been donating blood since 1998.
That is true. That is true.
And and then make up a measurement and be like, how much did you donate? Oh, about 50 units. Like that. What's a unit? Nobody knows.
I'm about to. Oh my God, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready for this? I've looked into this now. I'm even more.
You had to go back to the Bible.
I'm so glad that you
go back to the Bible
waited
to
until now to
Listen
get into
this,
it.
guys. 203 units. That means she's donated 23 adults. Adults. 23 adults worth of blood in their body.
That's like 8
All
pints.
the blood in an adult body, 23 times that.
You donate a pint of blood every time you go, right?
And how many pints do you have? 8?
8 pints.
An adult has 8?
Maybe it's 16.
Dude, that's why I don't donate blood, by the way. They're taking 1/8 of all the blood in your body. What are they, freaking vampires?
There is 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood in an adult body.
10 pints. Sorry, 10 pints.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
10 pints in your body.
She probably helped a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, hey guys, that's news. That's new shit.
That is some new shit.
I guess it's new shit, right? But I think
It's making me feel dizzy. I'm done with it.
Have you been given blood?
All right, moving on to the final story. Dave, I can't believe you wanted to fucking finish the show with that story. Get the fuck out.
This is the best thing so far.
No, this is about to be the best story. Okay.
No.
I'm done.
I think Sheila gets his news story. So
Sheila did find this news story. Did she slap that shit on a cheese piece?
Sheila brought that one up.
I hope she slaps you for telling that story.
You should see how much slices of cheese she put up here when you guys were asking those questions.
Dude, she sent me a text while we were live saying next time she's going to slap him with a piece of cheese on her hand. So that he comes back live on the show with a piece of cheese with the note on it. That's what she told me she was going to do.
It might happen.
Can we make a short of that when it happens?
Yes, we will. Anyway, last news section.
Last story. Okay, so
we're talking about
our friends at... No, we're not. God, this is the worst news shit of all time.
Producers.
All right, so Ford has released that they are patenting some information that could be the future of how we go about getting cars repoed.
Okay. This is definitely going to be the future of that.
Yeah, so they're looking to put deterrent stuff into the car so that if you miss a car payment, it can do a series of things. So the plan is to not necessarily take your car anymore because that's super dangerous, right?
Just to deactivate it.
Yeah, well, that would be kind of the final straw, but it would start off like small, and then ramp up to deactivation.
Small annoyances is what you're saying.
Small annoyances. So like if you lived in Texas or somewhere hot, they would shut off your air conditioning, the ability to cool in your car.
That could kill a child.
You make your payment.
That could kill a child, though. Then what?
Yeah, well, maybe it hasn't been thought out too bad.
Here's the thing. I'm for it. I think they should just straight up cut it off immediately.
I mean,
no annoying things. Just straight up cut it off. You know what? I'm sick and tired of these bums out here.
I'm with
they
you,
can't
dude.
pay their car payment. Shut it off.
I'm sick of it.
I'm over it, man.
What if you're only a month
You know what
behind?
I wish I could do? I wish that I could put something in my burgers to where if the person walked out and didn't pay their bill, that it poisoned them. I'm tired of these bums.
How about this?
Did you hear what Nathan just asked? What if they're a month behind, then get a second job and pay your bill?
Pay your damn
wow.
bills.
Okay, this is taking a dark turn. We're talking about things like you couldn't use your remote key. Like you would actually have to put your key into the car. And turn it on.
What an inconvenience!
Listen.
Goodness.
You clearly don't have a push to start car because
I do.
Have you then moved back to a key car? A key car?
I have a key now because I don't feel like changing the battery in the phone.
I refuse to do it. I hate it. I hate
far
turning the key.
How far we have fallen as a civilization.
That bougie.
Wow.
I wish that my car had manual windows.
What is that?
No.
Oh, manual windows. You still got the crank?
No, I wish that it had that. I
just want the push to take it all the way down.
Oh, you want the crank?
Halfway.
I gotta agree with Steve on this. The crank is better.
Best, man.
It never breaks. It should at least be a backup at all times.
It does break. Are you fucking kidding me?
I want a heater that's a stone oven in the car.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we can make our own corncob pizza.
Can they?
Anyway, so
Anyway, I don't think we understand this story, Nathan. I don't understand. I don't think Dave and Steven really
To
understand.
get rid of the bums.
I get it. I get it. So, like,
Okay,
maybe like your radio volume goes down on your
or
favorite
just goes
song.
out. Like you don't get radios anymore.
It
You
only
don't
happens
use
on your favorite
Who
songs. That'd be hilarious.
Who cares? I still get to drive from point A to
There's an
point
AI
B.
in
But
Turns out.
eventually it shuts
For-
off, right?
Yeah, eventually they
Yeah,
shut it down.
But that's not going to make somebody pay. If I'm not paying rent or my car payment or whatever, you being like, oh, we're going to take this little convenience away from you. I'm not going to be like, uh-oh, I'm going to pay now. I'm just going to keep taking advantage of it until I lose it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
if
It
you're
sounds-
getting a free ride, then big deal. The radio don't work, right?
You
Big
know, they
deal.
started doing that with your
Such aggressive
apartments. 'Cause that's
stance.
what'll be next. It'll be with everything. They'll do it with everything eventually. Eventually, one day you'll be late
Yeah.
on your rent at your apartment. And they'll make it to where your windows won't close in your house or something. And you know what? It won't make you pay your bills. It'll make you be like, fuck it, I still ain't
Well,
paying.
let's get to the bottom of how this would really feel as a consumer. So who wants to be the driver? Who wants to be the delinquent? I'll be the delinquent because obviously we got a lot of people here that don't, understand. Maybe somebody's just a
I wanna
month
be
behind.
clearly.
I'll be the delinquent.
Hey, I've been a month behind when I was young, but you know what? I quit being a damn bum all the time.
Amen.
I feel like Dave needs to be the passenger, the friend.
Y'all
Well,
let me be the friend.
You know what? I want to say something real quick. I want to say
tearing
something.
your ass.
I missed a car payment recently because we have automatic deposit, right, where it just comes out supposed to pay, and it didn't work anymore for some stupid reason, even though the money was there, and we didn't realize that we didn't pay it, right? And then we get a note in the mail saying like, oh, you're late. And we're like, what? How can we be late? And we had to call and all this. It was a big ordeal, and we were late. So I'm just saying, sometimes you're innocent. Now I'm not going to play that. I'm going to be a real delinquent. Now, who else do we got?
Before we get
I'm your
into that, I
friend.
just want to say, in that situation, I get it. I get it.
I'm your friend, but I'm no.
I would be sympathetic.
I'm your friend in this scenario, but I ain't no damn delinquent, buddy.
Okay, so you're riding with me in the car? Okay. So it's me, Dave, we're in the car together. We need somebody that works for Ford, I guess, right?
I'll work for Ford.
Who else do we need, Dimos?
I'll be the robot car.
Oh, you are the car. Oh, I like this. This is good. All right.
He's Kit.
All right. Hey, come on, Fred. Let's go for a ride, man. Let's go get some McDonald's.
Ooh, man, that all right. That's a nice looking car you got there. Is that new?
Yeah, it's pretty new. I've had a couple of months, man. I had a couple of months. Yeah, it's pretty
man,
nice.
I like that. You must be working real hard for that, man. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, man, it's got a lot of cool features. Open the door. All right.
Let me get in. Let me get in. Click, click. Buckle up. Click.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good.
Buckle up, man.
Hello,
Come on, don't
Michael.
Don't play games. All right.
Hey, see, it
Welcome
even
to
talks
your
me.
new Ford F-150.
Thank you.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to go to McDonald's. If you could go ahead and throw that up on the GPS for me, Ford.
It turns out that you are now 1 month late, and you need to pay your phone bill to be able to use the GPS. Thank you.
Well, hold up, man. I had to buy diapers for my child.
Bro,
Hello,
At
Ford?
You didn't
McDonald's?
pay your car payment?
Dude, what?
You didn't
Are
pay
you
your car
buying
payment?
diapers
I mean-
at McDonald's, sir?
Well, I have to get
yeah,
food to have
Oh.
the sustenance to get to the grocery store to buy the diapers.
Ding, GPS disabled.
Oh crap, dude!
Oh,
Now, I don't even
dude.
know the way to McDonald's, dude. I'm so reliant on technology. I don't know how to get there, dude. Do you know? Can you tell me how to get there?
Bro, what the fuck?
What's up?
Why? What? You can't afford your car?
I mean,
Ding. Hello, Michael.
yes, Ford. What can I help you with?
It turns out that you have not paid your car payment for 1 month
stop.
and 1 day.
Stop. Listen, Fred. It's not what it sounds like, dude. I'm just, it's a little bit of a hard time. I'm gonna get it together. Okay, I'm gonna get
Didn't
it
you
together.
just tell me you turned down that job that had paid more money?
Well,
Ding. Oh,
was
Michael,
more
did I just
hours?
hear you turn down another job?
listen, Fred. Shut up, dude. You're gonna get me in trouble, dude. Chill. No, what you heard was he said that I turned down another kind of job from a female because I'm a good guy.
Michael, did you turn down a hand job?
Yes, I did. That's all it was. I turned it down.
You told me
Michael,
you let Shelly do
patching
that
you
last
to a
week.
real life OnStar employee, patching through now.
Steve, you're up. Oh, great, dude. Great.
Thank you for calling Ford Motor.
Yes.
My name is Steve from Ford. May I ask your name, please?
My name is Michael.
Oh, I see. Can you please let them know that we called and them to give us back their earliest convenient number? Please press 1.
Bloop.
Thank you for pressing 1. Would you like to be transferred to a live agent? Please press 1.
Yes, live representative. Bloop.
Damn, dude, I thought that was a live agent.
I did too.
Thank you for
It's kind of
contacting
unprofessional.
Ford. Thank you for contacting Ford. My name's Gerald. How can I help you today?
Hey, Gerald. Listen, my name is Michael. I own this 2024 Ford Dangadoo, and it's
It's an F-150, dude. You don't even know your own car?
it's a F-150. And listen, I'm a little behind. Can we set up some kind of payment plan or something? Because I need my GPS to work.
All right, let me first, just a moment. Let me, I'm gonna have to pull up your account here. So if you don't mind, could you go ahead and provide me with the email on the account, please?
Yes, the email is going to be Michael, Michael, rocks, ROX, at gmail.com.
All
I don't know
right,
you're
and
still
just to
using your
confirm,
email from
could you
your high
please
school,
go?
dude.
Yeah.
Are you still there?
That is
sir?
not your email on file. Please say email again.
No, that is my email.
Are you still there?
Yes, my name is Michael Rocks. That is my last name.
Okay, I just need you to confirm the last 4 of your social, please, so I can get into your account.
Yes, it's going to be 7243.
All right, let me just take a look here.
I'm just trying to buy some diapers, a little bit of McDonald's, because I'm hungry. Okay.
Okay, no,
I'm not eating at a 5-star restaurant over here. I'm eating McDonald's.
I do apologize, but that's actually not something that we can help you out with here buying groceries. This is
I'm
you're calling
aware.
Ford Motors.
I'm just telling you that I'm a little behind on my bill.
Bro, I don't think they care.
Oh, but so you need to speak with someone in billing.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes.
All right, give me just a moment while I transfer you to one of my other associates.
This is
Bing!
ridiculous.
Just stay on the
Connecting you
line.
to
And,
billing, Michael. Connecting you to billing.
You could have connected me to
Ford,
billing to
dude.
begin with. You are the smart AI that knows the things. You know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Hi,
Oh, my
this is
goodness.
Steve from Ford Collections. May I speak with
God.
Michael Rocks, please?
Yes, that's me. I'm here.
Great, thank you. I'm calling in regards to your outstanding balance with Ford. Our records indicate that your account is past due by 31 days, and we'd like to work with you to bring your account up to date.
Yeah.
Hello, Steven. He passed up a hand
boy.
job.
Oh. Yeah.
Excuse me,
because I'm
sir,
a
are
nice
you still
guy.
there?
Because I'm a nice guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm still
Are
here.
you-
I'm still here. Yes.
Are you wanting to make a payment on the account so we can get your car activated again?
Yeah. Could I pay $10 today?
Let me just take a look here.
And we
see
can.
if that's
I can
an
at least
option
have
that's
GPS for
available.
1 day. I want it for 1 day for $10. Come on, that's a good deal.
Bing! You can't have GPS for 1 day. Must be paid in full.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to thank you for your willingness to make a payment. I do have to let you know that our system's only set up to take the full amount of the car payment, so I wouldn't be able to just take a small
Ask
portion
him what
of
the
it.
full amount
I
is,
do
dude.
need
I
the
might be able to
full
help you.
month's payment of $3.99. I'm seeing your car payment is $3.99. $399.99 a month.
All right. Dude, you serious, Fred? You'll help me out?
Dude, I'll help you, but listen, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
I don't want to hear any more excuses of you doing shit like passing up jobs because
Listen-
it's an extra
listen,
5
man.
hours a week.
I'm
dude.
trying to be-
Excuse me, sir. Are you there?
Bing! Michael, please listen to your friend.
It
He
seems
is
like
the smart
maybe
one
there's
in
a
the
little bit of
vehicle.
outside interference going
Here, let me
on.
get- here's my
are you
card.
still
Here's
there?
my
Listen,
card.
listen. First of all, Fred, before we do this, I just want to say that any day
Hello?
now, my OnlyFans is going to pick up. Okay.
I do. I
And
am
I'll-
required
it's
to
gonna-
say that if
it's
I
gonna
don't
go
hear
big.
a response in the next couple of minutes,
yes,
I will be required to end the call.
No, don't end the call. No.
Okay,
We're getting the credit
I'm
card.
still
We're,
here.
we're getting the credit
Okay.
card. All right.
Sir, I understand this may be a difficult time for you, and we are here trying to help you. Is there anything else that we can actually do to assist you in resolving this?
Bing!
outstanding
while we're-
Steven,
balance?
there's no way his OnlyFans is going to pick up. Look at him.
That's not true. My feet are beautiful, and I actually have 2 people gonna buy. That's why I was gonna say $10
feel like
today.
that-
Dwimble doesn't have any money.
No.
Dwimble
like that-
doesn't have any money.
He does. He has $5
Sir,
bucks.
I feel like I feel like that is not an appropriate thing for us to be discussing.
I just want you to know my
Were
financial
you wanting
situation.
to make a payment today or not, sir?
Yeah, my friend is he's gonna loan me the money. So yes, we're gonna make the payment.
Well, thank you for your willingness to make a payment. Can you please provide me with your preferred method of payment? We accept checks, money orders, debit cards, and credit cards.
My friend is gonna use his debit card.
All right, go ahead and read that card number off whenever you're ready.
Bing! EBS system is down. EBS system
I'm
is
be
down.
very curious to see how professional.
They're turning off more. They're turning off more features while we're trying to pay it.
Well, that's why you should probably pay your bill on time next time, sir. I can go ahead and take that card number down whenever you're ready.
Bing! Steven, Michael doesn't have a card. He's lying to you.
No, I do. Brandon
Michael,
has a
give him
card.
the card number, dude.
Sir, if you look at the front of the credit
Okay, I'm
card,
sorry.
Give it to
you'll
you.
see a
I'm sorry.
16-digit number on front of the card.
I'm sorry, I see it now. The number is 5742
5742
5555
Must be an Amex.
5555
0000
0000
4272.
4272. So that's a MasterCard.
Yes, that's correct.
And can you go ahead and give me the expiration date, please?
Yes, it's gonna. Oh my God, it's expired.
Bing!
I do apologize.
Look, you can't pay
Unfortunately,
his
we'll not
phone
be able
bill
to
You're
either.
giving me a hard time
payment.
for forgetting my bill, but
will.
your debit card is expired, dude.
I forgot, dude. Here's my credit card. Use my
Okay,
credit
all
card.
right. Sorry, we got another one.
Okay, go ahead and please read off that 16-digit number whenever you're ready, please.
All right, it's 4757. This one's a Visa. 0000
0000.
2272
All right.
0543.
And the expiration date.
Identity theft engaged.
Oh God, dude, did you steal this card?
No, I didn't steal this card, dude.
Oh.
It's my girlfriend's.
Dude, I think it thinks we're stealing just because I'm using your card, even though you're in the car.
Shutting down radio.
Oh,
No
my
more
God.
songs.
My favorite song was on. This
And
is
the
great.
expiration date, please.
They'll run it, dude. They'll run it.
0727
They just want
And
that
can
money.
I get the 3-digit code on the back of the card?
032.
Thank you. Just a moment.
Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. It's so hot out here, dude.
Okay, sir, I do apologize, but this card is not going through. Is this
No more air
card is this
conditioning.
card in your name?
My cat is dying in the back seat. It is so hot in here. He's panting.
Bing!
This is
the
no,
card
no.
in
This
your
is
name?
no. This is
It's deactivated.
this is my friend's card, like I told you earlier.
What is the and I'm sorry, I will have to speak with the person authorizing the payment to the card.
Bing!
All right, Fred.
Michael, you haven't paid your pet license either.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Hello?
boy.
Hello? Yeah, sorry, what's the name? What's your name?
Now, this isn't my actual card. It's my girlfriend's. Will I be able to use that?
Are you an
God.
authorized user on the
I'm
card?
an authorized user.
It's the worst day of my life.
And what's the name on the card?
The name on the card is Sheila Wampington.
I didn't know you were dating
Alright,
Sheila.
And can
dude.
I just ask? I just wanted to ask. Also, what is the billing address associated with the card? Because it's not the same as the one on the account. That's why
It is not. It would
He's
not
reading
be.
it off of a piece of cheese.
It would not be. It
He's
is.
reading it off of a piece of cheese.
Oh, what is up with
Okay.
the cheese wallet in your wallet?
It is. All right. Are you there? Okay. It is 7634 South Bay
All right.
Avenue, and that is Redwood City, California, and it is 94061.
Bing!
All right. Just a
Has
moment.
never
while I
been to
process the
California.
payment.
This is his girlfriend's card.
Okay,
Artificial
I've got a
intelligence.
Would you like a confirmation number?
Yes, for God's sakes.
The confirmation number is 400
That shit is gonna be pissed, dude.
671
Oh, God.
220. Thank you so much for making your payment today. Your
believe I just
car
did this.
services will be stored within 24 to 48 hours. Have a
Oh
great
my
day.
God, are you serious? My cat's gonna die.
Disconnected.
Dude, I probably just ended my relationship over this.
See, guys, you see what a mess this is?
It's a mess. Total
it's a
mess.
dude. It can't do
Guys,
that.
this
It
This is not
can't
going
do
good for anybody.
Guys, I use my real customer service abilities from working in call centers in that skit.
I was proud of you, Steve, because I was waiting for the moment that you tried to run the card and it was a different user, and you needed to speak with the user of the card. I was proud of you for that.
Dude, I even pulled up a
I'm
call
so
center.
sorry.
I even pulled up a collection script.
All right. Well,
I was dying the whole time. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm glad we don't do this for our jobs because I'd be the worst improv person ever.
well, we did get to the bottom of it. It's BS. And
We did.
Forward, you need to back up. That's a little too much. It's a little too much. Cats are
Cut it off.
dying.
That's like
Just cut it off.
that's pretty much our grand finale tonight. The call center roleplay / vehicle not working.
Yeah, I
That's
think
our
with
grand
that.
finale.
I think with that. That's it. We're done. Right.
Ding!
I think
Dave,
that's all there is.
end the
except
show,
for
please.
The ending.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. And to be honest with you, I don't know if there'll be an episode 4. Producer we don't know. He's in limbo right now. So, but if there is an episode 4, it will go live next Sunday. And also, make sure you do come support the podcast on its official place, because this is just the recording. We take it, we edit it down, we make it even more awesome. So make sure you check it out. That'll go live in the morning everywhere where you find podcasts and where they be. Good night.
Except for Apple, because
See
fuck
you guys.
Yeah,
for joining
and
us.
Apple's
Thank you
coming.
Bye, everybody.
We're just a few guys trying to make it in the podcast world. You can help by supporting this podcast. Download it, share it, like it, and subscribe to the channels. Because, after all, we just brought you a lot of freaking entertainment. And I think it's time to support us and keep us alive, because everybody's gotta eat, including dirty, nasty podcast people. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and remember, new episodes are uploaded Mondays to all the places where podcasts be. You'll find Game Geezin, the best gaming podcast ever made. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in the podcast. So support us, Game Geezin, and we'll see you next week.